Wake up with the sun in a steaming cup. Tune into the show where the vibes heat up. The Morning Mac got the flavor, got the glow. Start it right, let your energy flow. High takes rising like the morning brew. Fresh ideas and a laugh or two. From the first headline to your daily dose. This is the show where your spirit goes. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold. New ideas with the sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. Spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. With a sunrise spark, fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. We're spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold.
Grand rising, people. It's another beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day. The sun is shining. It's the kind of weather I like. I like these 60-degree mornings. Nice and brisk. Feels good. Yes, it does. Baby, this your girl Reese, a.k.a. the best that ever did it, a.k.a. you know who this is, a.k.a. look, the sun will come out tomorrow. And ding the dough. Bam. Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning. Here you go. Go on, get this book. It's a good book. Go on and read it, like it, enjoy it, and share it with your friends. Hell, this is a good stocking stuffer. Not only do you share it with your friends, give your friends a copy of their very own, or tell them where they can get a copy. A.M. AM Morning Shades of Blue. Great book. We got it on hardback, paperback, audio, and digital. So all avenues. If you like to hear a good story, you got 5.5 hours of good listening. If you like to read a good book and not too long or boring, it's 189 pages of reading. If you like to download and go through the look, whatever your flavor is, you can savor this book right here. Put it on your mantle, put it on your table. One day this book is going to be worth a lot of money, especially when you get it from me, because you get it autographed and signed from me. So one day soon, hold on to your autographed copy of the book. Everybody that has one, hold on to your autographed copy of your book, because I'm trying to do this thing like Anne Rice and Harry Potter novels and all that other stuff. We got to get it viral. Actually, I'm trying to get this book distributed over there in Europe. Let's see how that goes. Anywho, and if I'm going to try to get it distributed in Europe and all that other stuff, and you're traveling out of country, you need to boost that immune system. And y'all already know that I take to boost my immune system. But what do y'all take to boost your immune system? You say nothing? You don't take nothing to boost your immune system? Okay, then I got one question. Why not try Molly Moss Sea Moss? Why not try that? Why not try that Molly Moss and that product so he could show you what goodness is like? Ain't nobody gonna beg nobody to be healthy. Ain't nobody gonna beg nobody to take control of their life. Nobody's gonna beg you to do what you need to do for you. Okay? And nobody gonna beg you to do none of that. Okay? You got to take control over it for yourself. You got to do what's good for you, for yourself. Hey, that's what you got to do. And this product, Molly Moss Sea Moss, is something good. It really is something good. I know I always sit here and I talk and I jaw jack a little bit, a little here, a little bit there, and everything. But I'm just like really in awe of all of this stuff that's still going on. Hey guys, what's up? Oh, I see blinking lights, and then my eyes go to the blinking lights, and then without it. Anyway, everything that's going on, everything that we don't have time sometimes to think about others. Is that the ultimate goal? To get so engulfed in whatever you got going on in your situation that you don't have time to think or care about others? If that's it, then it's working. It seemed like so many people is out for self. And I was always told as a little girl, only person that's out for self is a serpent. That's my granddaddy, another way of saying a snake. So it's always out for self. But you got to check on folks. You got to check to see how people doing. You got to care about something other than yourself sometimes, because if it's only you and it's just you all the time, you don't care about other people, you don't worry about other people, then you'll have a village and a nation of one. And I was told that it take a village or take a network. So if you the only person in your village and in your network, that's kind of sad. And that means who's checking on you? What kind of person have you been to other people for them to even want to check on you? I try the practice of being kind, especially patient. Lord knows I try. Lord knows I try. I practice of being patient because they said patience is a virtue. So being loving, caring, patient, giving, it's just all of those good things. I practice it not for y'all, but I do it for me to make me feel whatever way I need to feel or tick or work or whatever, or whatever and all, like David Grinnell would say, whatever and all. So take a moment to reflect on other people's. And other people, what they got going on out there and what they're doing and how, especially the holidays, somebody may need some cheering up. A lot of people get depressed this time of year. A lot of people get depressed because it's this time of year. It's the dating time of the year where things die. And sometimes our emotions, our heart, our depression creeps in very easily. Today is my grandparents' anniversary, and I want to say happy anniversary to them, heavenly anniversary. Uh, because are they still married? If they did, yeah, they still married. Both of them did, and both of them married, still married each. So yeah, still this would be their wedding anniversary today. Okay. Let me bring on the panel and all that good stuff. Let's say good morning to my super producers, Mr. Volleyball and Trey, Grand Rising Brothers.
Wake up with the sun in a steaming cup. Tune into the show where the vibes heat up. The morning Mac got the flavor, got the glow. Started right, let your energy flow. High takes rising like the morning brew. Fresh ideas and
I'm had to start putting Big Trey in my shit. You used to call me Big Trey. I was liking it for a minute.
Yeah.
Just Trey. It's like, nah, I'm playing.
Trey Money.
Yeah, boy, Big Trey, one of them. It's like, nah, it don't matter. Good
And
morning, though.
you can be Big Trey with no money.
Hey, I can be
money,
right though.
You gonna be big regardless, man.
I am Big Trey with no money. Shit, I'm already there. I'm already that.
Yeah,
nah, I ain't tripping though. What's up, y'all?
Like, I mean, Chow Giants, man. I was like, what the hell going on?
Man, somebody my actual height around this joint. I said, all right, I can get with this. It's cool. Somebody like, you know.
Miss Quick said you looking beautiful today. She like your look.
Yeah, that's the first thing she said too when she came in here.
Thank you, Miss Quick. Thank you. Thank you. Guys, it's Wellness Wednesday. Now, I had a special guest to come on the I wanted to bring her on the show. We're gonna talk about like domestic violence, but she wants to come and tell her story. But I'm gonna do that for tomorrow because she said that better fits her time schedule for tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll have a special. It's Tall Tale Thursdays, but
yeah, she can tell her story.
Yeah, so she can tell.
Still story day, yeah, like
yeah,
like
what's going on. So that's going to be just for tomorrow. But I wanted to let all the listeners and the viewers know to tomorrow we're going to have a special guest. Hope you tune in tomorrow because it's something very serious, and I think we all may be able to learn from it, and hopefully by her talking and telling people she can get the direction or the help she needs because
some awareness. Yeah, it might be healing for herself.
It takes a village to raise our babies. That's all we want to say. So tune in tomorrow to that. But today is Wellness Wednesday, and I always like to talk about mental health and everything. And people at this time of year, for some reason, it's just they don't thrive as much. Some people say because the season is changing, that it's more hours of darkness than it is daylight. Some people get depressed about that. Some people get depressed about the leaves falling or whatever. And family and holidays. And that also brings some people down. It's amazing how something that should be so great and joyous, you being together with your family for the holidays and fake holidays or whatever, but it's a time that you get around to get together with your families. And then I had to stop and realize some people don't have that.
Mm-hmm.
So at that time of the year, it makes other people feel sad and long, lonely, and so you try to how they say adopt a friend, adopt a family, or just be a ear for people to listen. They just wanted somebody to know that they're there and somebody that cares. So random act of kindness is always good because it's not planned and it's random.
I would just hope that you hopefully know whoever it is, not like you specifically, but I would hope that whoever it is knows the person like before the holiday, or like knows of them, knows about, a little bit about them before the holiday. So you can already have some type of plan on how you're going to include them, whether it be inviting them over, whether it be like not doing a typical Thanksgiving or Christmas and doing something different with it. But I would hope that you would, whoever it is gets a chance to actually know the person. So they're not somebody that's left at home by themselves and not, because some people don't say nothing. You know, you won't know that they don't really have family like that till it's around that time. You know, so
a lot of people don't say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And usually around this time of year, like my son's friends that don't have their family or their family somewhere else, I use and for my own uncle, that's single, that's single. Like I usually cook dinner, pack it up, and take them a Thanksgiving dinner. It takes a lot out of me because of all that cooking and standing. It takes a lot out of me, even though what I tried to do it in sections, like cook one part one day and then the other part the next. But it's a lot of chopping and cooking. You don't realize it until you start getting older. I'm like, geez, Louise, but I still do it because people that as close to me know that random act of kindness for me to show love and affection is through these. See, these are seasoning bags.
Oh, that's how I know. All right, I'm looking at the elbows. I already know you're gonna cook my plate. Don't worry about it. It lets me know that the yams, all that shit is good. That's cool. I'll take it.
And I make fresh jams, not out of a can. I get the
that brown can. We
don't do them. I don't do that in my house because the sweet potato tastes so good. And I would no. And anybody that cut and peel sweet potato, that is a hard fruit to peel. Not fruit, sweet potato. That is a hard vegetable to peel and to cut. The knife gets stuck in it. You up there banging it down.
that cheap ass knife.
No, it's the potato. You know, and you have to sometimes the strip. I used to be able to go. After I peel it and shave it, I used to be able to, have some strip.
I need a chopper. I need something to just chop it. Like my mother and my aunts, man, they cut a potato in like 30 seconds, man. They make it look so easy. They used to skin it so fast, and then they'd wash it and cut it up, and they'd fry it. Like, they go to your home fries. I'd be like, what the? How you do that so fast? You know, me, I'm already watching
white potato.
My
white
finger.
Potato is easy, but a sweet potato is hard. And anybody that cuts
them sweet potatoes hard as I don't even try that. Like that take me a long time. Like, oh man, you need a sharp knife. That's all. But
if the knife good through it, you got to go through that junk. We used to use the cleaver to cut it. Bam, bam. But man, I can't bam with my wrist. Oh, lift up.
There's some shit I don't even know. I think holidays is for, to let people know. It's really for the have and have nots. I think all holidays, like, that's why I don't really care for them too much, because people tell you what you're supposed to do on this day. So even when I was young in school, like Father's Day, Mother's Day, you had to make things for your parents and you take it home, But I had friends whose father was killed, so I ain't understand, my father here, but they hated Father's Day, or their father was locked up, or their mother was dead, or they ain't have it. So it was like it triggered them even at a young age. So on holidays, people tell you you're supposed to be around family, you're supposed to this and this and that. Some people don't have family, or they can't get around their family. So in them days, they feel like if this what I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm not. So they feel sad about it. So I just tell people, don't get caught up too much in the holidays. Why people wait to Thanksgiving to get around family or love anyway? Thanksgiving should be every month. Why not do this once a month? And then on Thanksgiving, we just really do that motherfucker. Why not enjoy all families? Why it always like just separate family things? Why other families don't come together and have Thanksgiving? But it's each his own. So it depends on the program. And I think people are programmed to this what you're supposed to do on this day. So they fuck themselves up. They over there depressed. They sad because mama gone or grandma gone. It's like, nah, they at one point they had their parents, they celebrated these holidays, and then they had to live without them, and they celebrated with their kids. It's a tradition that keep going on and on, but for the people who don't have them parents or family members, it always gonna be the haves and have nots. It's gonna bother them.
That's true.
I grew up with seeing not just my immediate family, but all of my grandparents.
That makes it easier.
in that area. Everybody, the cousins. I used to love the holidays. I get to see cousins. They would come from Connecticut. They would come up from North Carolina and all that Jersey and Philly. They would come from wherever they are doing the holiday travel, and everybody somehow end up at my grandparents' house. It was like that was the central house. It wasn't no big old huge house in Palmer Park. Y'all can see it's a little small ass house, but everybody used to pack in there. And my grandmother and my grandfather to see Uncle Wade and Aunt Sally, and she would feed everybody. They would love her cooking. They would. It was like I loved that because I didn't just have my aunts and uncles or my brothers and sisters. I had all of my family. My Aunt Dolly would come over. My cousin Ricky. My cousin. I mean, all of these people are now gone. That's how big the family used to be. Now it's really dwindled down. Or the people in the area, like if I'm in North Carolina, I'm at my aunt's house and her two kids. That family those two are together, but all of the other cousins and stuff, it's just everybody's like got older and separated. When we was younger, it seemed like everybody was a whole lot closer, and we grow up and we separate. You know, but remember the people that. You know, like I always remember my uncle. They think my uncle is my brother. Hell, it's funny because that's how I used to think it was my brother too. But I look out for my Uncle Stanley just like he is my brother. He feel like he my brother, but that's my uncle. And my aunt feel like my sister, but that's how we was raised. Mm-hmm. And if I'm cooking, and I do this on a regular, Molly, if I'm cooking anything, because Misha said, does Stanley have to taste everything you cook? Yeah, especially if it's good. If I cook something and it's good, he like the taste master. I'm like, I'm gonna send you some of this. Look what I made this Big Wheel. I mean, that's his nickname, Big Wheel. I said, I made this Big Wheel. I'm gonna send you some of this stuff. I made it. He like, all right, send it over. All right, send it over. So, and I call and I check on him. It's so funny because he was like, yeah, Reese, I'm all right. And I was like, I'm just checking in. And then he'll call me and tell me what's on sale. He's like, look, Jack got a sale on. You know, stuff like that. And we try to keep it going. Like I said, there's no more gathering space, but I do fix meals for him often and take it right over there to my uncle. He could cook and everything himself, but sometimes it's nice to have a home cooked meal that you didn't have to cook.
I'm trying to be away this Christmas, Thanksgiving. I guess that's cool, you know. But this Christmas, I'm trying to be away from everybody. I'm not trying to be at the house. I might give me a little hotel room for the night because I don't need 7-8 people over here talking about something. What you got for me, bitch? Get out my face, bitch. I'm trying to save for a car. Like all y'all got career jobs, and I'm trying to put my little money together for 12 people, 15 people over here. Nah, not this year. Because it's so like I know I'm talking holiday and stuff in general, but it gets so materialistic and so like, and the only reason people did that little what is it called, white elephant or whatever, where people give their gifts differently and buy smaller portions. That's because everybody money tight. But you know, since the beginning of the time, it's been about how much you can, you know, spend on somebody, how much, you know, who got the biggest gift or most expensive gift. I don't like the holidays like that. I like the holidays for getting out and going to see people's Christmas lights that they put up and stuff like that. But I don't. And that's motherfuckers get out of my pocket.
That's my pocket. We used to do that. Go to Watkins Park. This was when my son was little. When I had a van, and what I would do, I would get my girlfriend's kids. Like I only had one, but all my other girlfriends had a couple of kids. So I would get them and the kids, and a minivan holds a lot of little kids. So we'd be like 12 people in the back. And one of my girls, we used to drive through Walton Park. Tyree was like 3 or 4. And I used to take them to go around to see the lights, the light show. And they love that kind of stuff. They were like, oh, Aunt Reese. Everybody called me Aunt Reese. I don't know why, but even when, I don't know. It's just a term of endearment, and I accept it. And we would go around the lights, and then we would drive around people's neighborhoods and look at the different lights. But some of these people had their house decked out and little stuff like that. And they be in the car singing, just acting silly. That stuff I enjoyed that kind of stuff. The playing with the kids, playing with them, and being an adult and be able to play with the kids and stuff. To have good old fun with the kids and all that. It's just a lot of that is gone. And I don't know if we didn't keep the tradition going, or if the next generation behind us didn't keep it going. And now it's like everybody got on Christmas Day up to Christmas. We used to have with the holidays, where people would actually have a vacation, but it seemed like I gotta work the day before Christmas, the day after Christmas, especially if you're in retail. It never stopped the hustle and the bustle. We need to take time again to enjoy the families that we got. Those of you who have families, and those of you who single and you don't adopt a family, like that's what they used to call it, adopting a family. Make some new acquaintances, some new people that you like. I say that my family is diverse, and when I say my family, I mean y'all. I look at you guys as being my family. How they say you don't have friends, you have family, and that's how I look at it. And we're all diverse on this own different walk of life and everything. And I love you all for your each individual uniqueness. I love you for you. And whatever that compacts is you, whatever you bring. Now, do you get on my motherfucking nerves? You get on my motherfucking yes, you do. But love is what keeps you together. Do we disagree? Yes, you disagree. But love is what keeps you together, having that genuine love and caringness for that person. You know, and you guys, I look at you guys as family. But if I make a cake, I'm going to try a recipe that uses applesauce. I want to know, I'm going to get a recipe that's strictly plant-based, and I want to see if I could actually do that. You know, I used to be crowned, and I might give Misha to help me. Misha, can you find me a good cake recipe? Because I want to see if I could do it. And it tastes good. I heard it tastes good if you do it right. They say use applesauce instead of, I was like, I never heard of that kind of stuff. But then I'm scared to use eggs now. So I'm like, what is some other ways? Coconut milk instead of the other kind of the dairy. Of course, I've been switching up with the coconut milk and the almond milk and stuff like that. But
sounds like all vegan treats. That's how vegans make everything. Pancakes. You put the applesauce instead of the egg.
Mm-hmm.
Cake.
What is that like a binder or something that holds?
Yeah, help it keep it together.
And mix it together. Yeah, when the flour and stuff. And that actually
I already know what that means. You must be something special because you keep getting your own music. I know that's right. You better slide in here with custom music.
Boys and girls.
Oh.
The funniest man in the world.
I should make you do that dance, but I ain't gonna do it.
Thank you, David. Your dance been a little lackluster. Come on, David. Shimmy some shoulders. Baby, you've been looking crazy. Like,
Shoot, I've been lifting too many boxes and stuff like that.
The arms hurt.
Oh, my arm hurt. My ankle hurt. My
Mom need a cookbook.
Oh,
I got one. My cookbook.
You said you got a cookbook?
Yeah, I got a couple. They came with a couple of things I bought before. Like when you buy some of the little vegan stuff, they send you like a
complimentary type of
cookbook, how to make certain dishes and stuff, how to you substitute certain things you might like, you know. I still don't get it right.
Some of these cookbooks, but they all got dust on them and shit. I gotta wipe them off.
And I be fucking up, man. I don't know. I do everything it say do, and it never come out like the picture. I be like, man.
Well, I know. I'm gonna get. I just
can't. Wake up with the
Chef Boyardee.
sun in a steaming cup. Tune into the show where the vibes
load
heat
it up, load
The
them
morning
up.
Mac got
Coming
the
in
flavor,
here.
got the glow. Start it right, let your energy flow.
Who that is?
Rising like the
Who that
morning
is?
brew.
Gojo?
Fresh ideas cheers and
Oh,
laugh.
it's Wellness Wednesday. Wellness Wednesday.
This is the
You know
show
what I'm
where your
saying?
spirit goes. Oh, it's the morning man.
Hey, baby, I was just about to talk to you. You must have heard me. Your head must have burning because your name was literally at the tip of my
What up,
tongue.
baby?
I was going to talk about
Baby.
Baby.
we talking about vegan sweets and that candy that JoJo made. We was up there eating that. We was shoot. Me and Tyree frozen, got it solid again. We was like, this some good shit, JoJo. It was like JoJo bought this.
What you
See,
talking about? What you talking about?
it was
What you
good.
talking about? What you talking about?
Damn, look at somebody else coming in the joint. Load them up, load them up. Hey, Auntie Felicia stepping in here.
Hey.
Hey,
It's wellness.
happy
Wednesday,
Wednesday. Happy
How you this morning,
Wednesday.
Auntie?
I'm good. How's everybody?
Good this morning.
Good.
Good.
Good this morning.
We're talking about good healthy dishes, and I was just getting ready to tell the panel that JoJo made some candy, and it was. I love caramel. Everybody know I love caramel. It was a chocolate caramel, but it wasn't all like plant based, and it tasted good. And because he used coconut milk to make the caramel and the sugar, I was like, that's caramel. Caramel it's plant based, and then the chocolate. I don't know what kind of chocolate. I think it was that dark chocolate, but the caramel was sweet. That it didn't give that dark chocolate. Didn't have that bitter taste.
Mhm.
It was actually delicious.
Yeah.
So, and I asked JoJo sometime for like recipes, what goes in what, you know. But and my I want to say it, and my curry was the bomb.com. Yes, it was.
Mm-hmm.
And my son gave the 2 thumbs up. I'm like, yeah. And he came back and got a second bowl. That's how come I knew it was good. Like,
Yeah, well, you know, we appreciate you allowing us to, you know, be in the beforehand of the you know, the well-spoken recipe and what you want to, you know, add and subtract, and you like this, and I say, well, if it's not for nobody else, make it, you know, if you like extra pepper, put extra pepper in that mug. You know what I mean? I'm just using pepper as an example, but make it for your taste since you ain't cooking for a bunch. You know what I mean?
And it turned out good. And he had him and his friend Linda, she's vegan as well. And we was going through my cabinet. I was like, I got this. He was like, okay, you got this, you got this. I'm like, I got that. We was like, everything, because he helped me go through all the ingredients because to make a veggie curry, it was a curry chickpeas. So I had the can. My uncle gave me the cans of chickpeas, and I made it, and it was delicious. So yeah, and I also use that as the base of my chicken curry recipe. It was delicious. I say you pour that joke over some rice, you gotta look. It was good. And the only reason why I said delicious is because it was my first time out making it, but because I was happy and in a good mood, and I was chopping and the veggies up and everything, it just seemed like everything just came together nicely. Now, the only thing about that, this is what Misha hates. She says that because I don't write everything down verbatim, she said when I make a hit meal and she want me to duplicate it just like it, she said that I could never do it just like that one. You know, you could make it better, or sometimes you can make it less good. But she was like, I want that recipe. I want that. I'm like, Misha, I eyeball everything. I got.
May I intervene on something while you're right there touching about something? You said something that I just wanted to touch base on really good. That preparation of your food, how we are missing that in our communities because it's therapeutic.
JoJo went out.
Yep.
Every time you say something good, it go out.
Am I back yet?
Yeah.
You back. You said
I'm saying that, you know, prepping food is very therapeutical, and you know, we missing that in our households and our communities, and that ain't got nothing to do with race either. That's I'm saying we as a beings here. You know what I mean? They took that away from us because they know how you know how strong that makes the household. you know, and because everybody's apart. Oh, mom, this tastes great, or you know, I mean, can I get mine with a little bit of? And then the kids are learning at the same time when they see you in there dicing onions, you know what I mean, and you crying, and they come in and say, "What's wrong, mom?" And you ain't doing nothing but dicing onions. You know what I'm saying? Just like stuff that you don't necessarily get. You don't know that onions will make you cry because half these kids don't even know that because they never been around somebody dicing onions. I mean, so that part that you were saying when you were prepping the food, I'm gonna come back to my point. When you were prepping the food and how good you felt and how you know you were floating and
What's up,
you know
man?
the house felt good, you know. So that part.
Yeah, and that energy transfers over to it spills out to everything, which is good energy. And you're right about you sitting there. My grandmother would be sitting there grading up. I'm making her favorite coleslaw, and me and my sisters in there, we'd be round the table to get to the white part so we could chew on that. We wanted to taste everything she was cooking. And you know good damn well we were sitting there waiting for Kate. Grandma straight it down. Here. Go sit down. And when the next person stand in line, she's grading or she's chopping up something. Here. Then go sit down. Then
You know
go.
what I'm saying? When she passed you that individual noodle all by itself, just that one noodle here, nigga, taking one noodle out of the.
And now take your ass outside while the food cooking.
We be around waiting for the coleslaw vegetables. Like, yeah, carrots and the cabbage. Is that who now as
Oh,
an adult?
I made cabbage and what was that? Brussels sprout and cabbage coleslaw last night. That shit was good. I used brown sugar too. I didn't use regular sugar. I used brown sugar.
A little
That
rice
shit,
wine vinegar for the dressing.
little for 2.5 you make 5 cups of slaw and you make 2 tablespoons of vinegar, and it calls for 2 tablespoons of sugar, but I always at least double that. You know what I'm saying?
And a little lemon in there
And,
too.
and yes, a little lemon. You can put carrots in the slaw, stuff like that, of course. But yeah, it's not hard to make, and some celery seed, and that's an eighth of a to that recipe. It's an eighth of a spoon of celery seed in that mix with the 2 tablespoons of vinegar and the 2 tablespoons of sugar, but really 4 at least. And
I
you
know
can
Miss
put a
Demetra
dab.
said
You can
we
put a
had
dab of.
what they need. Not to cutting you off, my bad.
No, you good. You good.
But she was
I'm just gonna
saying
say
she
a
want to
dab
have a
of maple syrup.
cook-in, which is like she says she wants to see recipes and stuff like every week. Like she wants to see recipes and stuff that she can try, especially coming from somebody that's on the alternative side, like y'all, with being vegan and staying away from a lot of different, things that everybody else is partaking in. But
Now you're gonna have to
I
work
still
on
want to
the
see that shop with me, cook with me when y'all actually buying the items y'all buy or preparing or getting together the items that y'all have. I still want to see something like that from you and Molly, personally,
okay,
to show different
okay.
sides of who is on this panel for real.
Hey Molly, you
Because
know
it's a,
what? We need to do that. I think it's even worth a trip up there once a week
yeah,
to go.
and it could be a quick little 2-minute video on these the items I'm getting together for breakfast, or I want to make this today, and these are the
Record that
items that
shit.
I need, or watch out for this. Just like a little 2-3 minute video or whatever. But once a week, I want to see different elements. I'm ready to start seeing different elements of the people on here, and you
Yeah.
know, y'all have a lifestyle that people are trying to figure out a way to get to. Honestly, in today's time, not only because of money, but because of health and all the shit that we realize is in our food. But I would like to see more of that from y'all personally.
Okay. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Felicia.
Nowadays is not the taste, because you know what I mean, like a good example, we was throwing something from my grandfather before he passed and everything and all.
Yeah.
And we had a vegan cousin who brought in some kind of vegan meatloaf and everything, or nobody would touch, and she took offense to it and everything.
Yeah.
But
Oh wow.
nowadays is not the taste, it's the price. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Understood.
you go to the store and you try to eat healthy.
Well, I know
I heard
one
somebody.
thing, still before we segue into the video, because we got a video that's talking about, and Reese, this is the one with the I forgot his name, but the Muslim brother, they were having a little interview together and they was talking about health and stuff. But one thing people need to realize is that what we're used to is a lot of fake tastes. We're used to a lot of fake ass ingredients that make things taste like they're not supposed to taste. So when you get something natural, and when you get something actually healthy without like all that chemical shit in it, then you don't know what to
Yeah,
do or you don't know
that's the
how to
word.
react because what is this? It's real food.
That's the
So
Exactly.
word.
like
And
that's the
I,
problem.
That
But
chemical
I would
was
like to
process.
go
just
ahead and
about to
segue to that
tell
video after y'all
Felicia
get done.
Mhm.
what you just said, Trey, and that's about them fake eggs. We showed
Oh,
it on the show, and they doing fake eggs now in the store. They
mhm.
look just like real, and they said that it tastes almost like eggs. And what's almost like eggs? What does that taste? Like you said, Trey, fake taste. If you don't remember how stuff used to taste, and you eat something like, oh, that tastes different. That tastes different. That's because it probably is different. That's what I
I know he has your
Yes,
that first video that I was talking about preloaded. Can he pull that up for you?
yes.
Okay.
yes. Say that. Hit that shit, Mac. Miss Mac.
That makes a God out of a man. You know there's a diet for everything. Slaves have a diet. That's why we was fed pork. They wanted us to have a food. They gave us calories for energy that we could work. But inside of pig, there's microscopic maggots called trichina worms. Millions of them. I'm saying in a skittle, the size of a skittle piece of pork has over 100,000 worms in it. These worms eat your digestive fluid. They climb up your spine, mess with your vertebrae, get into your brain. They start eating brain cells. They gave us that because they want us to physically have energy. But if it's sounding your mental power, you're getting dumber and dumber. That was slave diet. Did you know that whenever you feed a stallion, you feed them different than when you feed a regular working horse? Same with cockfighting, same with dogs. Even a bee. Do you know a queen bee was just a female bee, regular female bee in larva stage? They chose that this female bee is going to become the new queen. The males start going out getting what's called royal jelly and feeding the larva royal jelly. Next thing you know, that queen bee grows 3 times the size of all the other bees, is much smarter than the other bees, stronger than the other bees, and lives longer than the other bees simply off of diet. Diet.
Kill him, Mama. Whoever did that video, Miss Mac. Kill him with it.
So what did you get from that video in particular, Reese, that highlight that stood out to you enough to want to share with us? Because I thought, because he speaks on a lot of different things. Wish I could remember his name off the top of my head, but whenever I see a video of him speaking on anything, he's like factual and unbiased about it. But what stood out to you to make you want to share with us? I think it's a good video.
Because I always say that no good thing will I withhold from my brothers. When I came across that, he hit on a couple of good
What's
points
up, Kyle? What's up,
that I
JC?
thought was very, very eye-opening to me. To me, he talked about the slave diet, how they fed the enslaved people this poor diet, but they needed you to have calories. How they gave us empty calories so we get out to work the field, okay? And eating poorly and eating something that will dumb us down mentally, that don't keep you sharp, don't keep you as astute on your toes. And then he also mentioned the royalty of what you eat. Your body will feel like a king or a queen because you're giving your body the nutrients that it needs, not just some old food for substance, for empty calories to dumb you down, just to give you the energy so you can burn up. But you got to feed your brain. We got to feed all of our body parts. And I've learned that as I gotten older, and the right food to eat. I don't have to eat slave food no more. So now I can make better choices. But it's been embedded and rooted in us for over 400 years. That's why a lot of the stuff we eat is given to us by our parents, because they didn't know better. They didn't, and then the ones that did know better couldn't do better because the price of the good stuff that was good for you is astronomically high, like it is now. It costs more to eat vegetables than to do meat. They trying to keep you in that slow and in that dumbed down and weakened mental stage They still want you to be physically fit, so you got to work them calories, but they want this all of you to be able to be controlled. And how do you control the people? We've seen it, the kids and everything, by what they eat. And you sit back and like, dang, they eat that and they off the chain now. And that's what he's saying. It may be an old video, but it speaks to me in volumes on so many different levels. And I said, damn, this is really one to grow on. Let me share this with my folks, with my people on the platform who may or who may not know. You may have seen it, you may have not, but I'm sharing it.
I know Kenneth said hello to you. Kyle just stepped in here, but Kenneth said hello to you. And he said what's up to JoJo as well.
Hey,
but I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. So is there anything specific that you would want to ask us, like in terms of the video? Because I know you will ask us what's our opinion on this, stuff like that. But any questions or anything that you want to know and see if people like are participating in or doing to make themselves better or anything? Because you got different people on here. You have some that are vegans. You have, what's up, Kenny and Kyle? But anything that you want to, ask the people stemming from the video?
Yeah. What do you think? What he said about eating and growing about the pig, because a lot of pig is controversial to a lot of people that have. Did you know that it had that many worms in it or the bacteria in the pig?
Well, yeah, because pigs are dirty animals. One of the list of dirty animals that people consume. So, because they'll eat anything that you throw down.
So will a chicken.
So and so will a chicken. So I assume that like chickens, pigs. That I thought that was common knowledge. Really, I mean, I can't say what's common, but I assume that was common knowledge just because we know. Shit, I've been to a farm or two. You throw down an egg, they're gonna slop it up. It don't matter what you throw down, they're gonna slop it up. But yeah, I was knowledgeable of that. And it carrying in stuff and meats and stuff that we eat anyway. I'm not too fond of carcasses in my in animal parts in my refrigerator anymore, to be honest. So I'm starting not to want to eat shit that walks, to be honest.
What up, Chow?
What's up, Chow?
I'm back. My bad. I was out.
Hey, Chow.
All
good.
Is anybody so?
I like it though. I watched that joint live, and I'm gonna share. I had to go find it because, man, y'all, if you find time, y'all need to watch the whole interview. Cam Newton interviewed him, former NFL player. I never remember his name, but it's like brother something, and he had mentioned it in the interview. But I know I saved it in my YouTube before, so I was able to put it in the comments for people. It's on Facebook and it's on YouTube. But he talked about a lot of good stuff, and just that small clip was powerful. So imagine the other 3 hours he talking on there, what he's talking about. But he was letting you know about the diet. Your diet is everything. And he even broke down how they feed the queen bee different.
How you doing?
The queen bee ain't nothing but
good.
a regular bee, just like the rest of them. The only difference is they make sure that they feed her the best royal honey or whatever they can find, and only her. Yeah, only her. She can get that. So due to the fact that she only one getting it, she growing bigger, stronger, and she actually smarter, and that's just off of diet. And he was saying the same thing with horses. The horses that they actually race, they don't feed them the same the one that they just ride around. So it's like you understand that these are athletes. It's no different when you see athletes on TV. They make sure their diet is a lot different than most people. They try to make sure they eat right so they could perform. So just like you want to perform out here in this world, you got to change your diet. It's all based on diet. You can work out as much as you want. At the end of the day, if your diet messed up, you still gonna have problems. So I get what he's saying for the video, and I like it. I think more people should understand what he's talking about.
Yeah, they said LeBron. They said LeBron spends about $2 million a year or something like that on
just on his diet. Yeah. What was that, JoJo?
What's your take on this?
What was I about to say? What was I about to say? The diet.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all gravy. It's all gravy. Continue on. It'll come back. Yeah, it'll.
Jojo, was you here when we showed they making fake eggs in the
Yeah,
store?
I know all that. Yep, I saw
That
that.
just blew my
I
mind.
had seen it before, but they're making a lot of shit. There's a whole bunch of stuff out there. I mean, what you thinking you eating when you eating a live cattle these days? You think that's real cattle? I mean, it's real to a sense of the reality of
Let's
its
get it.
new being, but they don't diet cattle the way natural a cattle would be dieted. You know what I mean? They give it grains, they give it shit to fatten it up. They trying to get it heavy and fat, and you know what I mean? Same thing with the chickens. I mean, if you look at a chicken back in the day, you know, the chickens now are the size of turkeys was when I was a kid. You know what I mean? So it's all in the diet and everything, you know, and definitely with us, if you look at us, there's a liquor store, a lottery, and a chicken box on every corner in the hood. You know what I mean? And that fried food and all them different oil blends and all, you know, that's exactly what he said. That's what they do, you know. So yes, and the parasites, you know, that's deep. That's deep. That's super deep because I mean, even being plant based, you can still get them. You know what I mean? Like you have to detox yourself and fast and do things to get rid of stuff. And from your history, shit stays in your spine and in your brain, like he said. You know, like they hide. Them parasites are intelligent. So they go find places to hide when you trying to get rid of the herpes. The herpes, that's the same thing. It survives because every time it detects the stuff that will kill it, it wraps itself inside of a goo inside of a fat somewhere or something in your spine or something in the merle or some shit. I've seen it before, read it before, but it hides. They're intelligent. These things are survival based creatures, and they do shit to survive, and they detect and they understand when something's coming for them. So we parasites, and they eat us up and they make us slow. We think we smart, we think we know it all, but you have not a clue of the next level of just like eating all raw or all plant based. You don't understand the feeling that it's a different level of understand. It's just different. It's hard to put a pen, but you become closer with the universe. You know, you get a broader understanding and feeling of the universe when you're sparing the life of a living creature and living off of our natural, you know, God's food. God made mango. God made coconut. You know what I'm saying? You ain't need man to touch it at all. All we did was hybrid shit. God created this shit. It ain't no Aunt Susie's blend with lard and bacon grease. How'd she get it to taste like that? Bacon grease. You ain't know how good chicken is until you fried in bacon grease.
I never had no chicken fried in bacon grease.
Yeah, girl, you don't even know what you're missing.
I never had that one. You mean in lard?
And bacon grease. Bacon grease. Bacon, like when you finish cooking bacon, you strain the bacon, you put it in all them jars at the back of the stove. You know what I'm saying? That hold that old grease in it your grandmother used to have with the big Crisco can up there with it too. You know what I'm saying? They had different flavor greases in it, different blends, you know. And my grandmother used to have the bacon grease, and then you fry your chicken in there. And niggas be trying to figure out, why is this chicken so freaking good? What do you put in this? Bacon grease.
That's something I never heard of before. But hey, and at this point, I don't want to try it because I'm scared of eating it. I mean,
Oh man.
they know it's just my addictions. I'm just getting off potato chips. I don't want to get hooked back on chicken, and I'm just getting over the chicken thing. So I don't want to get hooked back on no chicken. I'd be eating chicken and bacon grease. I'd be 600 pound light. Like, what happened, Reese? It was the chicken and the bacon grease.
Boy, Shorty, I'm trying to tell you though. I mean, I don't recommend it, but Good gracious. I didn't know what it was. I got that shit out of my aunt. You know how remember I told you how I go see my aunts and shit? You know, it wasn't the aunt that's in the nursing, great aunt. It's not the one that's in the care now, the one that already passed away. I used to go get stories. I wanted to hear stories about grandmom and my father and shit when they was young, and this dumb shit they used to do, and all the good stuff that they used to do, and all the stuff that happened. So that's how I got the bacon. The bake, I was like, well, grandmom chicken. She was like, well, your grandmom chicken ain't no special. She just cooking that shit. You know what I'm saying? She put, I thought, oh, that's what it was. It was being cooked in bacon grease. She was frying that shit in bacon grease. I said, oh, okay, all right. I was wondering why I could never duplicate her chicken. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Hey, Gerald. Look, JB in the room. Is that my boo?
Yeah. What up,
He said
JB?
he tried to bake chicken. Wait a minute. My eyes is hold up. Let me.
I know some of the listeners gonna try that now, son. I know they gonna get that bacon grease.
The baked chips.
They going to buy that good bacon tonight from the store so they can cook in the morning and save the grease.
Oh, I didn't know they had chips in avocado oil.
Oh yeah.
I gotta try that. It tastes like regular chips. Now I had the baked chips. I had baked Lay's. Is baked Lay's the same as he's saying baked chip? Because I don't like those baked Lay's.
Olive oil is probably the best for you. So the chips and good olive oil is probably the better than I mean not olive oil. I'm sorry. Yeah, olive oil than it is avocado. I'm not 100% sure, but from my digging, avocado oil is the best oil for you.
Now I heard they use coconut oil, and I came across this stuff called ghee.
For frying, anyway.
You heard of ghee?
Ghee?
Ghee. That's what it was. It looked like a shortening, but they cooked stuff in a ghee. I don't know if that's a soy product or not, but for the best taste, I want to try avocado oil, and I want to try. You said olive oil. I never had any chips that I know of that was baked in avocado oil or what you say, olive oil. I don't know what chip stores on the. I got it. Look, that'd be my homework to find a healthier chip alternative.
You got Trader Joe's around you?
No, I think it's one in DC, but there's none out here where we live in Maryland.
The next time you out you go through town and you happen to be getting closer to Trader Joe's, go through there. They got some all right snacks and stuff. They don't see how the Jewish community do their people. You know what I'm saying? They use the better quality foods. And I'm not saying everything in there is super good for you or nothing, but they don't use like you don't find stuff with that what corn starch or not cornstarch, corn syrup or one of those ones that are real bad for you. None of their stuff got some of that stuff in it. You know what I mean? So that's what Trader Joe's do. They looking out for their peoples, you know. But there's some good snacks in there. They got some good chips. They got some organic chips. You know, they got they got some spicy. Here, let me show you a picture of some. These two right here.
We can set up the video while we the next one. Well, you got
to get from Trader Joe's right here. These are the scoops. The scoops is these, and they're like Fritos, but they're organic. The white bag, they're organic scoops, like Frito chips, you know. And these are puffs. They're like almost like corn puffs, but these are rough rice puffs, but they are spicy. Woo!
Mm-mm. You can keep the spice. Keep the spice part.
That's Trader Joe. That's Trader Joe stuff right there. Plus, they got some other. They got the you know the rustic potatoes, the different kind of, you know what I mean. They got different types of kind of snacks that are plant based too. That don't have a whole bunch of that bowl job in it. But yeah, I get my what's it called from there? My here, let me show you these two.
Actually, people like the seasoning and not the actual meat. If chicken was good like that, you'd eat it plain.
Oh,
Yeah, you're
that's
right
true.
about that.
That's true, Gerald. I know that's right.
I know. Gerald said something about the Trader Joe's and Asian stores, like Oriental stores. That's where my aunt and my cousins start making their own little hot pot stuff and getting all these weird mushrooms and all that type of stuff. But exposing yourself to different things. What's that right there, JoJo?
This
Organic jumbo
this
cinnamon rolls.
oh my goodness, son.
So that's what I want you to do then. If it's not the video of the shot with me or prepare your food with me or whatever type of thing,
Yeah.
1 or 2 items a week
Yeah,
that y'all use as alternatives, like from you and Molly personally.
I'm bad sometimes. You know what I'm
Because if
saying?
I can get some organic cinnamon buns, I'm feeling healthy making that shit. I'm gonna eat
Trader Joe's.
it.
What's in that?
See, look at that. Pull that back up, Molly. Pull that back up. That's their brand.
Trader
You know what I'm
Joe's
saying?
organic jumbo cinnamon rolls.
Yeah,
But
see,
what's
and
in
they got a lot of their food they got that they make, and they don't put that shit in it for their people. You see what I'm saying? So we need grocery stores and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But
Can you read the ingredient list on the back?
Oh Lord, let me see.
Oh, if your eyes is 2045, then I ain't gonna ask you to do it. I would just
hold on. Let me see something.
All right, I don't want to set you up, man. Get your glasses. While somebody else sliding here on Wellness Wednesday.
Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keep you in
Philip
stride.
Hayes.
No snooze, just choose to
What's
wake
up? What's up?
The man on the road, always on a mission. My
Nigga
office
gotta
is
do
on 4
something.
wheels. What's
That's
up, Brian?
it. What's up, baby? What's good with
Ain't too
y'all?
much. Ain't too much for real. Talking some wellness. I'm seeing
That's
some
what it
items
is.
that JoJo was sharing with us as good ass alternatives. I feel like if my fat ass can eat some cinnamon buns and it's organic, I feel better about the shit versus getting shit from the regular store.
These
So
ingredients,
it giving me alternatives in this joint. See you later, Kyle.
Where can I get some organic cinnamon buns?
Trader Joe's is one of the places I can name.
Trader
The
Joe's.
big old can of
I'm going to read you
cinnamon
the
buns and
ingredients.
stuff like that. But I
I'm
want some
going to
type
read
of thing coming from them where they can give us alternative things they eat, because I feel like if
You
they
want the
eat it, then
ingredients?
it's already guaranteed to be
Who is they?
better than what I'm consuming. JoJo and
Who
Molly.
is? Oh, the shit they be eating.
Yeah. Well,
Hey, y'all
you
want
was
me
excited about the cinnamon buns. That's organic. That's Trader Joe's right there. That's doing a lot better
to
than Giant
read?
and Food Line and shit. So
You
I'll
want me
take
to
it
read the
personally.
ingredients, Tim?
Yeah, please.
All right, the organic cinnamon buns, cinnamon rolls, out of organic wheat flour, water, organic cane sugar, organic palm oil, baking powder, sodium, but it's in the baking powder. I can't pronounce that letter.
Yeah.
Organic sunflower oil, organic cinnamon, sea salt, organic tapioca starch, that Shine gum. I forget how you pronounce that too,
Okay.
but it's in everything. It's probably not that fucking good. Vanilla, organic cane sugar again, organic cane syrup, palm oil, organic palm oil, fruit oil, organic tapioca powder again, and I think this is the stuff to that goo that go on the top. See, they got the goo on the top of them too. They got the packs with the sugary goo, the sticky. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like as long as everything on the can or whatever I'm reading is
So
legible.
everything that's basically it. Everything that I said, we can pretty much know what it is.
Yeah.
If they put organic in front of it, that make it good.
No, it's not. No, that's not always the case. But this is it right here, Phil. It's this.
He's driving, so he ain't gonna
organic.
be looking at the screen. But it's Trader Joe's brand or organic cinnamon buns that he's reading off of.
Oh, he driving. My bad.
Yeah, he driving, but
don't worry about it. I'm drinking too, so I'm good.
It ain't. Well, my thing is, it's neither here nor there to a certain extent on whether they, these are the things that they're putting in it. But since they don't really lie, because everything else that you read the back of says, you know, it got X, Y, Z, and everything else on the alphabet in it, and we still pick that shit up and eat it and cook it and consume it or whatever anyway. So I'll still add a little bit to somebody that is consuming something that doesn't have all of that shit in it. I would hope and think that it doesn't, but I know what's in the other stuff that they saying is in it. When you got that bleach flour and all them names that you can't pronounce, I just want him to simply read off the fact that pretty much everything on the back of the product is legible. Whether you can't sound it out right now or not, you can still. It's not no chemical
I don't
name.
really
with
buy
no,
treats. I don't really buy treats like that. Like I don't buy like vegan cookies and stuff. I see them sometimes plant-based. I like try to see what ingredients it take to make it. Like cinnamon rolls, I did that. That's easy. I love them. I love cinnamon rolls, and they mostly vegan, but it's only 7 ingredients. So when I go in the store and I see they got 20, 30 things, and I'm like, fuck no. That's what made me start making lemonade.
That's the
I was
point.
going there to buy lemonade because I like lemonade, and I was like, why the hell it got 30? It don't take 30 things to make lemonade,
Lemonade.
So I started to know that even if it's organic and it's organic this, organic that, like I don't need all of that shit. I can get some unbleached flour and cinnamon, fresh cinnamon, ground. You can get what cinnamon you want. That's how people be having these homemade. You like, why her cinnamon buns take? Because she getting her own ingredients, she making it fresh. Then she just package it, put it in the store, and the store sell it. So, but if somebody got something like in a fresh bakery, I'm buying it. But in the stores, I don't really find none. JoJo probably got some better spots. Like ain't no Trader Joe's where I'm at. I gotta make a ride to get to Trader Joe's.
Yeah, see,
Who
that's
do it?
whenever you go in town, when you go in town, when you go,
you gotta think about the area, Reed.
When you shopping like that, you have to like you have to foresee shit. Okay, you got an appointment in DC on Thursday, so that's the time when you're only going to be 3 miles away from Trader Joe's. That's when you go to it. You know what I mean? And you do your shopping on that. You hold your money for your appointment then, and then you go get all your shit that you get from Traders. And they got a really nice produce aisles too. You know what I mean? Like they got pretty good. They got some good stuff, some good organic salad, some good and it's reasonable. It ain't cheaper than picking it, but it's reasonable. You know what I mean?
Can I tell you the only time I've been in the Trader Joe's is down when I went to North Carolina. They got Trader Joe's like it's regular a supermarket like we got up here.
Yeah.
You can go to a Trader Joe's down there. Up here,
well, we got a big. They big in my area because right down the street in Pikesville, Pikesville on Ricestown Road, right there at 695 and Ricestown Road. That's a heavy.
It's a heavy gym area.
Yeah, it's a Jewish community, real big there. So they got plenty of Trader Joe's. They got Wegmans up there. That they only put these places where they're going to succeed at. Like you're not going to see a Starbucks. You're not going to see a Starbucks on Alabama Avenue. You know what I'm saying? It just,
Yeah.
So they're not going to do that. You're not going to
realistic though.
We ain't got no Walmart. We ain't got nothing. Lot of shit. We ain't got a Domino's over here.
The our community is really special.
Do you say you got a what?
Yeah, that's Forestville.
Do you know that
my
our
baby
community?
mother, my daughter's mother, the manager right there. She the store manager in Forestville.
Is that the one that ran the car through? Somebody
it's so man, they done ran cars through and been robbed. That spot doing all types of stuff. But that's why they ain't put one in Southeast. If they doing that in Forestville, like imagine.
Forestville is bad.
Hell yeah, but we ain't got none in Southeast. They ain't doing that over where we at. I think they got one on MLK though, where they built all that new museum and stuff at. Where they had one. I don't know if it's still up.
Colleges around.
Hey, but I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Let me tell you. Since I had my heart attack on this very show, I'm gonna come back and tell y'all, man. I'm in a weight loss program. I done lost 20 pounds, man. And my
Yeah.
numbers are off the chain, man. My blood pressure's good. My cholesterol is good. I'm no longer pre-diabetic. Man, that shit. Man.
Nice, son. Way to make a move for yourself, baby.
Man.
Phil, I'm making moves too. But
That's right, baby. We're gonna do this together.
We're gonna keep it quiet to the big reveal next year. Y'all
Not the
like,
big reveal.
Conversations.
we got Phil.
Hey, can I get a pair of boots out of y'all extra skin when y'all done?
I ain't gonna have no extra kid
Right,
because I'm doing it the
Yes,
right way.
sir,
I'm losing it
Master, sir.
slowly, so
You know
I ain't gonna have that extra.
That's right, Phil. You saying the right words. You telling the truth. I'm just fucking with
Yep.
you.
I know, but you've been fucking with me for years, so you know how we roll.
Yep.
It's my seasonal bags. You can have that, baby. Bow.
I make me a pair of workout gloves out of that shit, girl. Motivation.
Motivation, baby.
Yeah, if you know what they made out of, you definitely going to your workout. You're gonna be like, oh shit, where my gloves at?
Where my gloves at?
I see that you got one video up. The one of your selections that he had pulled up and prompted for you, Reese.
Okay, baby, let's roll it.
All right.
Zodiac signs as Halloween costumes. You ready?
Oh,
Let
that
go.
was
Scorpio will be a vampire. Vampires are scary and they look at you like they want to bite you. And that's how it is with a Scorpio. Vampires are mysterious, they be sexy, a little bit dangerous, and so is a Scorpio. When that vampire bites you, you belong to them. And that's how Scorpios be, possessive as hell. Sagittarius will be a clown.
Damn.
When you see a clown walk into a building, baby, you know two things about to happen. One, you about to have a good time, and two, you about to laugh your ass off. And that's how it is when you see a Sagittarius. At heart, Sagittarius ain't nothing but a kid. Sagittarius is a person that's about good times, high vibes, and liquor. Clowns are spontaneous, unpredictable, and slightly unhinged. And so is a Sagittarius. Taurus will be a teddy bear, a big old brown teddy bear. And just like a Taurus, bears be stacking up their food and taking long naps, you know, when they hibernate. Bears are something you can just squeeze up and get all cuddly with and just fall asleep. And we know Taurus is the bitch that love naps. And on top of that, Tauruses and bears got a lot in common, especially when it comes to the temper. So don't poke the bear unless you're ready for that growl. Cancer will be a witch. And just like Cancer's a witch is a bitch that you don't want to mess with. Witches are deeply intuitive, emotional, and protective. Like a Cancer. And of course, we know witches are known to fly over the moon. And Cancer's definitely connected to the moon. You get a Cancer mad, they look like a witch anyway, a scary one. Cancers are known to be emotionally intense. And if you hurt them, all that love and energy they have for you gonna turn into hate to the point that they gonna feel like you've been hexed like a witch. Gemini will be the Joker. Off grip, the Joker has a dual personality, and Gemini has dual they have a lot. Both Gemini and the Joker are both masterminds. Words are their weapons. Both Gemini and the Joker can talk circles around anybody. Charming, manipulating, and dangerously persuasive. Both the Joker and Gemini are misunderstood geniuses. Misunderstood geniuses always instigating some shit. Libra will be the sexy nurse. The sexy nurse costume is cute, flirty, and pleasing to the eye. Like a Libra. Libra is a bitch that love to feel sexy. And since it's Halloween, the aesthetic is everything. Both Libra and the sexy nurse costume has the perfect blend of sweet and spicy. Caring, yes, mischievous. The sexy nurse costume is not about saving lives, it's about breaking hearts. And we know Libras, they stay breaking hearts. Capricorn will be Frankenstein. Out the gate, Frankenstein was built, not born. He was crafted piece by piece with hard work. And we all know that's Capricorn's core. Capricorn's a bitch that build themselves from the ground, get it out the mud. Discipline, they grind, they ambitious when they want something. But when they don't want something, they don't give a fuck. And while Frankenstein may be stoic on the outside, but on the inside, he a little soft-ass little bitch. But you can never tell because it's hidden behind that dead-ass face. That's the Capricorn, baby. And we know Capricorn's a bitch that won't stop, can't stop until they get done. Whatever it is they want done. And they'll step on your ass if you in the way. Aquarius will be an alien. Now, after talking to Aquarius for 5 minutes, you're going to feel like they were sent here on a research mission. You know what I mean? To study human behavior or something like that. You see what I'm saying? Aliens are from the future. And we know Aquarius is the way they mind work. They're ahead of their time. Brilliant, detached, curious, and impossible to fully understand. So basically, Aquarius and aliens, they cousins. Leo will be a king. We know that kings are natural leaders, and Leos like to rule people too. I mean, they already act like they run the place. They real bossy, and if they don't get their way, they get sassy. Leo's a bitch that swear up and down that they royalty. And on top of that, Leo is a lion. Lions are known to be what? The king of the jungle. And while Leos can be a bit dramatic, they're definitely kind-hearted. But if you cross them, you'll be banished from the kingdom. Aries will be a superhero. Aries is a person that wants to be the best of the best and be the person that saves the day. Superheroes have that main character energy, and so does Aries. Aries is a person, no matter what they go through, they're brave, even when they're terrified. Kind of like a superhero. They'll face it head on. Best believe, baby, Aries is a sign that won't bet down. Why would they? Because they ain't scared of you. Virgo will be a school teacher. Virgo's a bitch that like to teach and like to preach. Mess up, Virgo will give you a lecture and then a speech. And Virgos like to correct people, organize stuff, and fix people's grammar. You know what I mean? And so does a teacher. Virgos have a soft side that not many people get a chance to appreciate, because Virgo hide it. Virgos type to be very strict, but it's only because they want you to win. So you better be all you can be, bitch, or you gonna get in trouble. Pisces will be a mermaid. At the gate, both Pisces and the mermaid live in their own world. Both Pisces and mermaids are hopeless romantics. Emphasis on the hopeless. Mermaids fall in love with sailors, and Pisces fall in love with potential. They both romanticize people who can't even swim in their emotional depths. Just like clockwork, end up with their heart broke. Both Pisces and mermaids drift, whether it's emotionally, mentally, or physically. You can't contain them. They flow. And if you try to contain and control the Pisces, they gonna go. Because Pisces don't pay that shit. Zodiac signs as Halloween costumes.
I'm sorry, y'all. That was supposed to be the fun one, but I did have one marked. Well, this Wednesday. I just thought that was funny, you know, because the signs. I know the people that's those signs, and I'm like, damn, if he ain't right, that's how they act. I know.
So I'm Gemini.
You
Hey.
Gemini, you the Joker.
Can I bring it back? Can I bring it back real quick and for the people out there that are listening and ask Phil, like what did you do? What was your first couple of few steps that you did to create this behavior change,
Good question.
what goals and stuff did you set for yourself? What kind of vision did you have for yourself? What was the first stuff? The first question.
That's a good, solid ass question. That's a good question. Who wants to answer first?
Phil got to answer it. Where Phil at?
Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Miss Mac as well. Miss Mac as well.
The first thing I did, I did a fasting of certain things. I took certain things completely out of the diet to see if I can do it and successfully, a little bit at a time. And then I slowly started incorporating different types of meals with good stuff versus the old traditional bad stuff way. I'm still learning and I'm still processing as I go along. So I did the eating part. I think I'm pretty good with that. Now I got to get the moving part down. So diet, first thing I changed was the diet, which what I put in my mouth.
Phil, what was one of the first few goals or whatever you did to get on a successful path towards your vision?
Oh, he must have tapped out to the. He must have tapped out.
Let me add one more thing, and the portion, the how much I was consuming. You can still overeat good stuff too, but the portion control and is awesome, and so is the frequency. I started fasting a little longer that I can, and I got that to try to get rid of the parasites that's in the body. Because I am diabetic and I am on medication, I cannot go completely fast because if my sugar dropped too low, I'm in trouble. So
okay, I feel you on that. Phoenix said my head is really bothering me today. My window was open last night, so I think too much cold air got in my room. I'll be on tomorrow. It's all good, Phoenix. Should everybody need a little resting period? Should I be on tomorrow too? So it'll be a fuller house. I know that JoJo and Phil tapped out. They'll probably come back into the show, but just to keep the conversation going, for myself, the second that I got independent, so I say like 16 when I can control the narrative a little more. Like I was working in high school and stuff like that. So I had a job that was right by my school. But as soon as I was able to like kind of venture off is when I can control the narrative more so. I mean, um I was already active, like bike riding, swimming, and I would combine a combination of those things. I had access to a pool in the neighborhood, so things were a little different. Like what I had access to at the time, especially, was a little different. But if anybody's ever seen like a skinny grandmother and a fat grandson, that's what it was. Because it's like it's like being sheltered and just eating all the motherfucking time. I don't know what the hell that mental shit was with uh my grandmother, that meant well and everything, but just sitting there and not active. The second that I got away and started to say where I want to be out, I want to go out the house, is when I started to be able to be as active as I wanted to be. Falling behind really family members, honestly, who would usually like be cooped up in the house. I want to get my aunt out the house more, honestly. I ask her to go on walks and stuff like that. But I don't really come from an active like family like that. So as soon as I started to get to that age where I can, I'm out working or whatever, walking to work or from work, like I'm more reasons to be outside without having to be like directed right into the house. That's when I started to get that freedom. I never was a candy eater or a sweets eater like that anyway. But the second I got a little independence is when I was able to control and change the narrative even more. That's my answer.
Okay. Okay. David?
When it came to changing over your eating ways to start being vegan, what made you make that change?
Well,
Because y'all on a different level, a more stricter level than me just being active or eating a little
right.
better.
Well, for one, I'm not vegan. I'm not vegan. I'm vegetarian or whatever. But
Oh, vegetarian.
what
Okay.
made
Either
me
way.
change? What made me change was my health situation.
Right.
And I was just just desperate, like watching videos and different studies, like Dr. Sebi and different things like that. No, I was like, yeah,
Do you think your mind was ever there?
I wanted to find natural, instead of trusting medicines and stuff like that. I wanted, yeah. So that
Well,
was my mindset of changing my diet and everything like
mhm.
that.
Well, I mean, I believe in people like finding solutions whenever they do. I will hope that people will find, 9 times out of 10, it might not be that way, but we'll hope that people find solutions beforehand. Do you think your mindset was in that place around that time anyway, or do you think it was neither here nor there, but do you think it was the health reasons that directed you to, or do you think you would have uh come across being vegetarian, or you would have walked into a path of being vegetarian regardless? What's up, Miss Christie?
Chris.
Yeah, I think it definitely had a lot to do with health reasons.
And do you think if you didn't have those health reasons, do you think there's things that you think you would have segued into it, period? Because that's still a life change. Even
Right.
though veganism is more
Um,
extreme, far more extreme. But do you think you would have ever fell into it?
no, no, and this is the honest answer. If I was completely healthy, and so you gotta understand, I didn't decide to do that until I was sick.
Right.
And
Okay, I feel
everything.
you. I feel you.
So yeah, I used to be big on wings. I mean, I never was really big on seafood. I didn't like fish and stuff like
Oh
that.
yeah, I
No,
feel
but
you. Okay.
you know what I mean? Yeah, I used to make and cook steaks, and I didn't eat pork either. But you know, I mean, for like steaks and like my favorite food is tacos. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
but
I feel you.
now instead of hamburger, I use what's called them crumbles.
Oh, okay, I get you. Yep. I see
Yeah,
him. Yeah, I see him in different
Oh,
stores like
they made
Sam's
it
and
like
stuff like that.
walnuts. The ones with the nuts is made out of the nut. Those
Um,
crumbles.
I think so. I think so. Yeah, because pretty
So
much
the
just like what JB said, you know what I
yeah,
mean? Like meat and everything really don't have a flavor. You know what I mean? It's just, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know, was it like texture or something like that? You know what I mean? Like when we eat it, okay, so when I eat the crumbles and stuff and all, like I said, meat don't really have a flavor and all, you know what I mean? It's the seasoning stuff and all. So the only difference is just um you know what I mean, like that chewy sensation or something all. But
it's really the texture. Texture
yeah,
is all of it, you know.
yeah,
Yeah. That makes sense.
yeah.
No bacon, tuna casserole for you. I'll close. Not tuna between your legs.
You
Don't
know,
don't
David,
put out that false narrative on a
David,
Wellness Wednesday. But we
what
had to
did
talk about pH balance in
the
this
vegan
bitch or something.
meatloaf taste like?
Yeah.
You said your cousin cooked a vegan meatloaf. What was that? Did you eat it? Did you?
Yeah.
What did that taste like?
No. That's the thing. Nobody would touch it. You know what I
Why
mean?
would you
It was
touch it?
why wouldn't I touch it? Because
Yeah.
at that time, like I said, I wasn't, you know what I mean, I wasn't you know what I mean, into that mess and everything. So they said, I think they said it was tofu or something. I never heard of it.
Oh
So
yeah, okay.
yeah, people was treating her dish like she had roaches, you know what I mean? And
Right.
and she yeah, she really took offense to it. And all she said, no, not nobody touched my stuff. I was
Oh
like,
yeah.
no.
I
Matter of
wish
fact, I
that
think
people just simply
Potato
gave it a
salad
chance.
with raisins in it.
Whether you liked it or not, I wish people just simply gave it a chance. I mean, one thing was Misha was saying we seasoned our well, she said that Tabitha Brown said it, and I got some of her sunshine seasoning right in my cupboard or whatever. It's my aunt's stuff, but we got some her, you know, of Tabitha stuff. But she said that we season our food with vegetables anyway, because when you got onion powder, garlic powder, celery powder, all that type of stuff, you know.
I watched her recipes, Tabitha Brown, and she took these mushrooms, and I don't know it's I can't eat fish, but I remember it as a child and how good it tastes and crabs and all of
The
that.
stringy
But she
mushroom,
used
Christy. I know what
mushrooms,
you're talking about.
and she took a fork and did it, and she battered it and seasoned it. And she said her husband, they had seafood night. I would love to try something like that. I want to try those mushrooms. I want to try the big ones that look like the burger, the lion manes and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I guess I would have to go to an
The
Asian.
Oriental stores. That's what my
Yeah,
aunt
that's
and
what I
my
was about
cousin
to
went
say
to
to
get
get
some
it.
of those weird looking, the stringy mushrooms and stuff, the ones you can mold together to make into like little chicken nuggets and stuff. But it actually scared me a little bit, Christy. And the reason why I say that because it dialed me down to the fact that we only go off of texture on food, really.
yeah,
Texture and taste
that's
is
what I'm
really
saying.
not like David was just saying. It's really not about
Yeah.
nothing we think when it comes to food, and it's really based on texture. Because if somebody can give you that and imitate the texture, just like they do when they make fake ass chicken nuggets at McDonald's or whatever they do, if they can give you that stringy texture of chicken or whatever, then they'll, you know. So it just goes to show it's based off the texture and stuff. It's not really, you know, lion's mane mushrooms or evoke. I don't want to say it wrong, but Misha said lion's mane mushrooms and evoke. I
Yeah, I
might have
see
had some of
lines,
that.
man, all the time, but the other one, I never seen it or I looked over it. There's so many mushrooms. There's just so many of them. But lion's mane, that one normally good for making like big, chicken
Mhm.
patties and burgers and stuff like that. And it do come down to the seasoning, and it ain't easy for some people, but the texture do work. I
Yeah.
just like it's each his
Yeah.
own, but eventually the doctor will tell you can't eat half the shit you eating.
Yeah.
So instead of me waiting for the doctor to tell me what I can't eat when I get in my 60s or 70s, I'd rather just do it now, to prevent a lot of things that's gonna come in between that time. And I was like Dave, I was eating McDonald's steaks. And just imagine my brother in the NFL, we ate out every day, fancy restaurants.
Yeah.
I want the steak, $100 steak. I just wanted because it was over $100. Anytime somebody took me out, like that, like get whatever you want. I look on the menu, what's the most expensive steak on it? And I get it, but I ain't know it was fucking my body up. And I end up in the hospital for like a week They didn't know what was wrong with me. You know, they had to fly somebody in from Arizona. They thought they had to take out my appendix. They didn't know what was wrong. And find out all the bullshit clogged my arteries and shit up. I couldn't use the bathroom. I couldn't stand up straight. Like I was stuck, like linked over. I couldn't stand up even if I wanted to. Then it got to the point I couldn't walk. My legs won't work. So I was in there just laid out, you know, and I didn't know what was wrong. And then when the doctor came from Arizona, he gave me some shit to help clean me out, and I was better. And he told me for the next month, these the things you gotta eat. And I looked, everything was a plant-based diet. It even said it at the top, it's like plant-based. And he was like, after a month, you should start feeling better. You can get back to eating whatever you've been eating. Just, you know, don't overdo this and that and that. And once I did it, I felt so good. I felt better than I felt before I even went in the hospital. I was like, I never felt this good, this energized.
That
Like,
clarity,
yeah, like I was able to breathe better. I normally have asthma. I had to go everywhere with my pump. I no longer use my pump. I don't need it, you know, but I still keep
Not
it
the way you
around
be
just in
smoking.
case. Yeah, I keep it around just in case.
What I'm about to say.
Yeah, I got asthma and all that, but a lot of those things just started to go away, and I just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just keep this diet." And I know it's vegan. When I was telling people like I don't eat this, they be like, "Oh no, you vegan?" Then that's when I started to look into like vegan meals. Find out people been vegan for 50 years. Some people been vegan all their life because people try to scare you. You gotta eat meat. If you don't eat meat, you would die. Your body will shut down. Know what it felt like when I ate meat. It felt like I was dying. It felt like my body was shutting down. Ever since I've been on fruits and veggies, most times I be good. And sometimes I want a vegan burger or something. That's just because mentally I miss those things sometimes. But other than that, I can make a smoothie and I'm good for the day. You know, I
Yeah.
can live off fruits and veggies all day. I can eat some watermelon and all throughout the day, just on fruits and veggies. And just like if that's what season your food and make it taste good, throw it on a mushroom,
Yeah.
throw it on something else. That would do the same trick. I just like treat your body like you treat your car or your home or anything else you love. You make sure it's clean. You make sure you give it an oil change. You make sure you put the right gas in it. Right now, we're not putting the right gas in our body. We putting that regular shit. We put that premium. So I'm just sticking on
That
premium. Trying to do
97.
everything. Yeah.
But do
Now,
you think it had
Go
sorry.
no,
ahead,
go
Willie.
ahead. 'Cause that was
Do you think it had anything to do because everybody's an individual. So everybody can eat the same, McDonald's or whatever for a year and get a different outcome. But do you think it has anything to do with because I wasn't always eating good, don't get me wrong. Like I wasn't always like I wasn't just eating, picking up whatever, but I also didn't care. So I wasn't conscious of, nothing. I know what foods were better, but do you think it had anything to do with like body size? Because I have heard stories about why people have switched their diets up completely, like health wise, but I never like I'm thinking of all the stuff that I ate and consumed that was like McDonald's or this or that. I never had any type of put down like that. Like
Yeah.
why do you think, or do you know why it was that it
I'm
didn't like
vegan, but I
last a
didn't like
year?
vegetables. I'm vegan now, but before that, I hated vegetables. Only vegetable that I ate
Oh,
was greens. So you might eat veggies and shit, with that help you
yeah.
have your bowel movement. I did. I just eat
Okay.
burgers and shit, So it was just like if I ain't put nothing green in my body, it's just piling on and piling on. So
Toxins
with
and
you,
stuff.
other people, as long as you eating other things that help you flush those things out, you might be good, but I'm
so
like an elephant can live.
you was a straight meat eater, Molly.
Nah, I eat veg. My mother always made me try to
I eat
eat it,
lamb and
but
I don't eat
like
pork.
greens, I would eat collard greens. Like I
I don't
always
think
eat
that's
that with
steak
everything. Like if I had chicken, greens on the
and
side, steak, greens on the side. It's always green, But now I be trying all types of stuff, and if I don't like it, I just throw it in a smoothie, because I know my body need it,
No,
And when
no,
I
I'm
was
talking
young.
about when you got backed up. When you said that you was clogged
I was
up.
just eating too much. Yeah, I was
yeah.
eating, consuming too much of that and not enough veggies. It
I
ain't
see
that I
y'all
won't eat none
comments.
at all. I just wanted to eat enough veggies, So that's why they try to tell you balance it out, that help clean you out. But they don't tell you how long that shit stay in your body and how long it actually take to digest most times.
And get rid
Like
of it for
take
real.
a long time to digest. but you'll think like, oh yeah, but I'm eating 4 or 5 steaks a week, and I'm being greedy, So it's like sometimes having
Okay.
can hurt you, and
4
not
or
having can
5.
save you.
Let me hit
Yeah,
it.
4 or
Let me
5
hit these
steaks
couple
a
comments
week.
when you're done.
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. So Miss Christie said I cut out a lot of red meat, steaks, and such years ago, and I haven't had issues with IBS since. Kenneth said I eat lamb a lot. I don't eat pork. I eat different rice and pastas a lot. And then Chow Bao said I definitely felt better taking pork out of my diet and eating less.
Fried food.
That sluggish ass nasty feeling that I would get when who's that JoJo? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want on Wednesdays. You got the picture. What's that in your pan and stuff?
This just a little. I'm going to fry up some mushrooms right here.
Oh, what kind of mushroom is that?
These are oyster mushrooms.
Okay.
I got me about 4 packs of them joints. I'm going to tear it up. Yeah,
Is that something that you make as a snack? Is that something that
I'll
you
use
making
it for
a meal
stuff.
with or what?
You can make sandwiches, mushroom sandwich. It's like chicken. You can do anything with it.
Okay.
Y'all guys, excuse me too. I'm in a room. I'm cooking out of a room right now. You know what I mean?
No problem.
Got like
No
that
problem.
blood.
Yeah.
Got
So
like
got all the
blood.
good.
Yeah.
Got all the good.
Oyster mushroom. Why did they call it oyster? Because of the look, or
it's the look of it? Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of has that oyster clamshell type
But
of
they
look.
good. You can flavor them. Taste like chicken with not a problem. That and the one that they call the chicken of the woods. Matter of fact, I got some of them on the back porch that I should have made them. Damn it.
So what do you incorporate in your
bag.
in your food in terms of seasonings or whatever that brings it together that makes it taste like you wanted to taste?
You see what I had right there, right? You see them seasonings, right?
No,
I ain't even pay attention, honestly. I seen the white bowl and I seen
I got the
I see. Okay. I see that McCormick
the smoke
pepper.
Paprika, the organic, got the sea salt, got the flour right there, the organic flour. And when I don't have organic, I use it. They didn't have any organic at so I went and I got my little onion powder. I just got me one, and I'll use it up until next time I go, and I'll get the organic. Like we're not supposed to deprive ourselves, but we're supposed to do the best we can.
Right. Of course, which is why I want you to. That's why I'm asking you to show them the variety, to show them how all these things are possible, and how nothing really is that alternative. Honestly, it's just a better version.
I mean,
yeah,
that's one of my favorites. That's one of my go-tos when I feel like doing is fry that chicken up. And I got my deep fryer, and you don't have to deep fry it. It's kind of expensive to keep your oil up the level. Them joints like $25 a half and shit, or not even a half. I forget how many ounces of that
Can you get
unrefined olive oil? You know what I mean? Because that's my whole thing is olive oil. Ain't no blend, ain't nothing. It's all fresh, unrefined olive oil that I deep fry with. So do the best you can, but it's still not the best thing for you. You see what I'm saying? Like those things I showed the cinnamon rolls. And I make them too, Molly. But these mugs only $5. You know what I'm saying? They $4.99. You get 5 of them. And I can go to Cinnaholic and get one cinnamon roll that'll be fresh and made right there with not a whole lot of ingredients. To get one cinnamon roll for $5, I can get 5 of them at Trader Joe's, and they taste about the same. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
And the ingredients don't have a whole bunch of that no-name shit in there, so
right.
So they good.
That's the goal.
I can find them. I'm a bam. I can't find
Trader Joe's the only place that got them. That particular kind anyway. Trader Joe's the only place that got it, and they got the biscuits too. I be getting my biscuits from there. Just a regular biscuit.
Yeah, I ain't never seen.
They got the organic biscuits too. You put in the oven. They already shaped up. You just unpop them open like Pillsbury. Boop. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And them biscuits be good as a mug, Molly. Trader's got
I
a
have a
couple good things
biscuit.
up in there.
I have a biscuit in like 10 years, 11
Oh,
years.
they got
That's
them. You got
crazy.
to check it out, Molly. Traders. You should go through Traders. I get my chocolates. Let me show you my chocolates. Here's some chocolates. You'll like these better too, Reese, because
Yeah, show us
these
the
are the
alternative.
semi-sweet chocolates
And
from
I'm good
Trader
snack.
Joe's.
Oh
Huh?
yeah, you got everything at Trader
Oh,
Joe's.
no, I
I'm gonna
did.
have to go hit
When I
Trader
came back
This
Joe's.
is
inside, just because.
sometimes I'll just grab this bag and eat. That's my dessert. I'll just eat chocolate out the bag. I don't even gotta make nothing with them. This is semi-sweet, so I just sit there and eat handfuls of little chocolate. Shit, I be bad sometimes. I might eat
My
half of
thing
this.
is caramel. You keep the chocolate. I eat the caramel.
Man, you can eat caramel. You eat that caramel.
I love it. Dang. Trader Joe's is what we got to hit up. What's Louisa saying? I see Louisa.
Doing that.
Yesterday was 68.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay, I see.
Weezy Wee.
What
Hope
she
you get
saying?
better, Weezy.
No, she was
No, she
commenting.
said
When she was commenting, she was saying something about the fact that you can season your mushrooms with whatever it is that you want. Ken, what's the name of the
man, what?
mushrooms that you was getting from the Oriental place?
I use seafood mushrooms.
Seafood mushrooms? And Enoki, yeah, that's what Misha was on here talking about. So the same thing that Misha named the Enoki one or whatever it is. How you say it?
Yeah.
Enoki.
Enoki, yeah, that's a part of that. So her and my cousin started doing that like hot pot stuff. So you like cooking your own little vegetables and stuff right there. I did not have the itis. I was not sleepy afterwards. It didn't make me go to bed early and all that stuff. Or like getting full off of that was not getting full off of Burger King or something. Like when you full off Burger King, I feel like it puts me down. But I'm starting to like some of the things I'm seeing
Double
around me.
Whopper.
Mm-hmm.
Them double Whoppers, I remember them joints. Say what you say, Marlon.
Stay in the McDonald's or Burger King. And as soon as
I
I
say I
ate,
have to get
about
better.
10 minutes later, I was ready to lay down and go to sleep. But, when I start leaving certain things alone, I start having more energy to be up throughout the day instead of, getting put down by it.
That's good.
I see you got your other video up. This is the Dr. Africa, must watch Dr. Africa, The Hustle, is what it's called. The two people on the panel that was talking about it.
What we're trying to do is get rid of the waste, which is crystallized waste in the joints, which we call arthritis. Crystallized waste in the muscle we call rheumatism. Arthritis of the mouth we call pyorrhea. So we changed the name of the disease based on the location. Arthritis of the heart we call rheumatic fever. We just changed the name of the disease based on location so we can change the prescription, change the medical specialty, and keep the change out of your pocket and the change in my medical pocket.
And all the while the patient is unaware.
Unaware that this is a hustle. It's arthritis. We have to get rid of the crystallized waste. We can use yucca that you can find in a grocery store, which is good for arthritis. We use yucca. We use cat's claw for the inflammation. We call that an anti-inflammatory, cat's claw. So we use cat's claw and yucca, maybe some sassafras, sarsaparilla. If you got a little pain, you put some white willow in there. And you put it all together and you drink it. 3 cups a day. And get away from the dairy. Get away from that. Get away from the red meat. There's certain things you have to do. You have to contribute to your wellness process. This is not a McDonald's thing where you just go. You got to get actively involved and contribute to this whole process. All we're trying to do is get rid of the waste, which is...
Wow. It paused right there. And Molly and JoJo has been telling me for the last few years, get away from the dairy and get away from the red meat. Both of them, especially JoJo, get away. Molly, get away from the dairy and get away from the meat. That's if you can, the red meat, he said. If you can. I'm not big on pork. I'm not big on red meat. I'm big on chicken. Now my mission, I'm not even big on turkey. But now my mission is to get away from the bird. And I think I'm going to start using the mushrooms because I've had a mushroom. I don't know what the mushroom was called. We was at Outback, as a matter of fact, and my son ordered these mushrooms. I'm like, I want the mushrooms because I'm used to the taste of the mushroom in a can. That's why I did not know what a real fried mushroom tastes like because I was eating that artificial processed stuff. Didn't know. I ate a real, and that was seasoned and fried. Oh, that thing was good. And it popped them. It was nice and hot. I'm like, ooh, this tastes good. I could not believe that was, because in my mind, because I tasted my stuff before, and that's nasty. I don't like how that tastes. I don't like that taste. But to have the real fruit or the real vegetables without that processing stuff and all that, that is a treat. That is a real treat. And that's, as an adult, and I know it may sound ignorant, like I ain't never ate a beet until Misha said, here's a beet, but it was a canned beet. I still don't know what a real beet tastes like.
I like beet juice. I like the juice beets.
But you juice them yourself, Trey?
Yeah.
That's the only way to do juice. Now tell y'all, and I'm serious, y'all, if unless you in a store that has a fresh juicer, like some restaurant or something, none of those juices, no juice from that store is good for you. You think you're doing right by grabbing this organic or this or that. It don't matter. If it's not freshly squeezed juice, it's not good for you.
Yeah. I want to taste the real beet that you cut.
You should.
The fruit.
I had some last night.
Has anybody had the fruit? Oh, I'm sorry, somebody was talking.
Go ahead.
I was saying, has anybody ever had the fruit persimmons? Because I went to the little market I went to the other day when I was in Mechanicsville. I never heard of persimmons before. Has anybody else had persimmons?
I think I've had. It's the melon.
Like a disease.
It looks like the grapefruit.
It looked like because in color, yeah, but the size of it was the size of maybe a small orange. It looked like a tomato though. It was fleshy like a tomato, but it was sweet. And it kind of tasted like a peach though. But when the next time I go to the market, instead of just asking y'all to show shit, I want to show some of the fruit and stuff that I never seen over there.
Can we interview them too? Next time
that's what I was gonna ask them if they can, because they let me try some stuff. So the fruit with the I told you had the little hairs on it that look like a white grape on the inside with a seed in it, like that, and the persimmons they let me try, but they had all fresh, 100% organic like stuff.
You talking about? It looked like it got spikes on it. It looked like one of them little sticky things that stick to your
spikes or hairs or whatever on it, kind of.
Yeah, but they kind of long, but they're not. I think you're talking about Damn, I
they're
just
like
said the name.
Purplish color. They kind of bleed into a different color too, but it's kind of purplish.
Rockaport or something.
Could be it. But I know that the people there are very knowledgeable. So they was telling me about it because I was asking about it, so they let me try it. But I would love to.
That's what we would do. We used to go to the different Amish market, not Amish, Amish or the farmers market, like Southern Merlin thing that you showed me the picture of. Me and Misha would go, and Misha especially will be out. She'll get something, and we'll come home and we'll try it. A lot of stuff I did not know. Like the first time I ate a Honey Crisp apple, we got it from the Amish market. And when I say that thing was delicious, it blew my mind. That was years ago. But how many years ago was it? And it was huge. And when I bit into it, we cleaned it and everything, and it was Amish, and it was huge. My son grabbed me by the wrist and bit the apple. He was like, damn it, y'all ain't gonna eat all the apple. He was like, we was tasting it. It was just that exciting. It was like, I can't believe this fruit tastes this good. He was like, where was this when I was growing up?
It is not the same as the shit in the grocery store. I don't know what the hell they do to the shit in the grocery store, but it's not the same as it's diluted. It seems like everything that you that's what I'm talking about. This is the shit I'm asking for, JoJo. This is all I'm asking for.
Got the good coconuts up here. I'm getting ready to bust them open, get my electrolytes out of them.
So when you open a coconut, my granddaddy used to open a coconut and make coconut cake with it. That's why he used the milk. So and he had a hammer and that thing I call it a steak or a knife, and he would hit it, bam, bam, and crack it open. Now
first I gotta hit it with this.
What is that?
Oh yeah, a drill.
A drill. Oh.
Get the juice out of it, and then you crack it open.
Yeah, so you're not getting shit all over the place.
And you got to put 2 holes in it because the water don't. You know how you got to make an air passageway for the liquid to come out. Yeah, so
the weed and the coconut, like
And
yeah,
fill it all up.
that's that good old pomegranate. It's pomegranate season, y'all. So they got them good, fresh, good old pomegranates out there. Make sure you grab yourself one. It's a good. It's a
But
good.
tell them to go to the farmers market or somewhere because the Safeway and Giant and in the grocery stores, the pomegranates do not look good. They smaller
Well,
and they cost
I
more.
got that. I got that from Trader Joe's. That's a pretty big one. That's why I got it because it was pretty nice size. You see, it was as big as the coconuts. You see what I'm saying? It was bigger than the coconut, so just the same. So that's why I got them because they look good. Like remember, I don't know if y'all remember there was anybody that was on the Montgomery County side when they were kids. There's a Snyder's up there on Georgia. I think it's Colesville Road up there near 495. There's a Snyder's grocery store right
Thanks,
there.
Misha. I see the picture.
And they used to have the biggest pomegranates in there. Man, they were huge pomegranates they had in there. My grandfather used to take me through there, and I used to get them as a kid. And I'll say one more thing about them pomegranates. They're a good snack because you got to pick through them. So you're not, you're getting the satisfaction of putting food in your mouth, but at the same time, it's not a lot. It's kind of like sunflower seedy kind of the juicy,
Did you, Jojo? Did you name the fruit? Because it's called a rambutan. I don't want to say it wrong. I feel stupid. Rambutan or something.
Yeah, that one. I think it's like a rambutan.
That's the one I'm talking about. Misha sent in the picture. Thank you, Misha.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, spicy.
We put them
There you go.
Them joints are.
That's what they let me try, and it's the same
Them
texture of a grape,
joints
but it has a seed in it like they're supposed to anyway. To be honest, so it kind of is a grape, to be honest. But that's one of the things I was able to try there. But I'm gonna gladly film it. I'm gonna try to go tomorrow. I'm gonna gladly film all the little things and like Molly said, see if they'll give me some tips or talk about some of them and what their benefits, because they were very knowledgeable on what each thing was. Phoenix
That
said
also
fruit
looks
from
like-
the farmers market are the best. I'm gonna let you go, David. Fruit from the farmers market are the best. I grew up eating apples from trees, eating vegetables from the garden. My family would get their meats fresh from the farm with none of the preservatives. Yeah, I feel you on that. What was you saying, David?
I said that also looks like one of those fruits from, I think it's called lychee or something like that. No, from Asian woman at work or whatever. Because she knows eat a lot. I used to bring watermelons and stuff. She was like, "Try this," and it looks exactly like one of those or whatever. Because you gotta peel them.
It's intimidating looking from the outside because I see them in the grocery store. I work in the grocery store, but I looked at it like I don't know if I really want that. But I seen them start to peel it open and everything.
Big balls and all. You know what I mean? Once you peel the junk, it's nothing but it's like a white ball. It's like a white ball with a big seed.
Yeah.
Get that seed out.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to say balls, right? I'm new to this. I'm sorry.
Get to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Wellness Wednesday.
Boy,
I'm dead. But
I was made so many. I was made so many clips last night. Like I said,
you gotta watch what you say. That's all you gotta do. Watch what you eat. Watch what you say. That's all you gotta do here. But nah, I ain't mad at it.
We just want to know Jojo eat the whole. Do he eat the seeds as well?
Of them?
Yeah, Weezy want to know: do you eat the seeds or do you just spit them out?
Nah, you spit them seeds out.
Because y'all gonna mess around. So many seeds could give you diverticulitis and stuff that get caught up in the colon.
Yeah, they tell you that.
Yeah,
watermelon seeds and all that. That shit.
If they pushing that, you know that the seeds are awful for you. Yeah, so I'm saying the seeds are good for you. Anytime they're telling you you're gonna die from them. You know what I mean?
My uncle used to tell me that.
Is when the seed
say a seed will grow inside you and it grow another watermelon. So I'd be nervous. Yeah, I was nervous.
I know you
Hey,
did.
Molly, my mom just told me the same thing 2 weeks ago. She said, "You eat the seeds and all." I said, "Mom, you can grind the seeds up and make like a pepper and stuff like that." Now she said, "I've always been told, and I'm sorry, I used to tell you that what I mean, if you eat the seeds, they're gonna grow inside of you and everything." I said, "Mom, that's just a
That's
myth. That's
funny.
just a myth."
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
happened. It's happened before. It's a rare case because the
Yeah.
conditions aren't,
And the
really met
conditions right.
for a seed. But it's happened before. I forgot what the guy consumed. That was an actual case, and it started growing. I don't know
In his
Really?
how. I
throat.
can't
It
remember
was
how.
growing in his
Now I
throat.
gotta
But
look that up. Ooh, I know
Hey,
that
I
they
got
used
some.
to tell us when
Listen,
women was pregnant that she ate a watermelon. How her stomach get like that? Oh, she ate a watermelon seed, and that's how you got. And
Yeah,
we
they
used
got
to
the
be
right
thinking
she
conditions. That
did
shit will
consume
grow
some
anywhere.
seeds, but I don't know if it was watermelon.
there was an eggplant seed, but
Yeah, that's what it was.
Mhm.
like she eat the watermelon. They used to call it pumpkin belly or watermelon belly. And
Yeah,
we used to be like, I ain't doing that. You picking
we
the
was
hell
trying to
out
get
of them
on top of
seeds.
the wellness. Yeah.
look. The other day, I had got a seed in the papaya that was already sprouted.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if y'all can see it in there. Inside
Oh, you
my
got it
papaya,
in the water?
no, it was already sprouted, so I put it in dirt and got the grow lights
Smart.
around it, and
Smart.
it's coming up. See it in there? Can you see it in
So let
there?
me ask you,
Yeah, we can
what you
see
know
it.
the conditions that we would need for like something like a pomegranate, like so we can start picking our own fruit because you said nah, you would throw that away. And a lot
Certain
of
shit.
a lot of seeds you can take and replant. So what makes you say with the pomegranate that you'll remove like you won't do nothing
That's
with the
papaya.
pomegranate seeds,
That
you
was
discard
papaya.
them.
That was a papaya seed.
You can
That
eat
was
Oh,
papaya.
papaya seeds.
That was
Yeah,
oh,
papaya. I
okay.
papaya
opened
Oh, I thought
the
you said that
listen,
about throwing away the
so yesterday,
pomegranate
ye-
drinks.
He did.
yesterday I opened the papaya with no seeds, and then the other day I opened the papaya and the seeds, a few of the seeds had already started sprouting inside the papaya. So
Yeah.
I
Oh wow.
grabbed those seeds out and planted. It was already sprouted. So I just put them
Right.
in dirt and put a top over them to give them that humid environment because
Yeah.
certain vegetables, fruits, and stuff needs humidity. To get it close to their natural environment. The humid
Yeah.
areas. Yeah.
But
So
with the question, I was switching back to the other fruit because
The
if I'm not
pomegranate.
mistaken, you were saying that with the pomegranate seeds, you discard that as opposed to trying to
yeah.
plant it, right?
the pomegranate seeds, I eat them. A lot of people
Oh,
don't
okay.
eat them. But I eat the pomegranate seeds. I eat the
Oh,
That's
okay.
papaya.
what Weezy was asking.
Oh, I'm
Yeah, that's what
sorry.
she was asking if you was okay.
She said
Oh
Because I
yeah,
thought
I
you
eat
said you
them.
discard them, and I was
his
wondering
father
why.
just said
And then
pomegranates.
sometimes I'll just chew them, chew all the juice out of them and spit a big ball of them out when I get a handful of them. But when I'm eating the little ones, I eat the seeds too because seeds are good for you.
Right.
Just chew 'em. They ain't gonna hurt you. That's for damn sure. And I ain't never had an
Yeah.
issue with them. They digest they come right on out. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying that's some of the stuff also. See, we be forgetting that this is some of the stuff that cleans your intestines. These
Mm-hmm.
seeds and stuff like that coming down your intestines, it scratches the walls, the stuff off the walls, beats the stuff off the walls when you got stuff coming through your intestines like that. So it helps you stay naturally clean, So yeah, I eat watermelon seeds, I eat pomegranate seeds, I eat the papaya seed. I don't chew the papaya seeds though, I just swallow them whole.
Mm-hmm.
What other seeds? The bitter melon seeds. I eat. I cook
Soursop.
my squash when I make my spaghetti squash. I take those seeds and I roast those seeds. And you make me some spaghetti squash seeds, and you can roast all these, or you can eat them raw. The spaghetti squash is not good raw. I mean, now if I blended it or something, it might be all right. But
Right.
eating them, they're slippery. So roast them. I mean, all this. There's so many.
I know.
I got bags and bags of. Here, check this out. I got bags of these. Just whole bunch of. Well, it's this way. That's my
Mm-hmm.
bag. That's my batter. My wet batter right there. You know what I
I
mean?
ain't
For
mad at
the
that.
yeah. That's that. But this right here is the seeds. I'm sorry. The seeds to peppers. These pepper seeds.
Right.
So
What kind of
yellow
peppers?
bell peppers, red, yellow, green. All of them. So I got a whole bunch of these. I got a rack of these all over the place. So I got these growing. There's some outside right now still growing that are in plants. I bring them in, you know. So yeah, man, anything I can get going. I don't know
Ain't
if you can
nothing
see
to
that.
it but to do it.
There's my peppers out there. They out front right there. If you can scoop that up, you can see there's some peppers growing off that joint. Now they all coming to see the peppers on the top step. That top step, there's pepper hanging off that joint. See that big old pepper hanging off that joint?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Next
see, I
week I
brought-
need a pepper update. I need an update on the plants outside. I see a couple
no,
little
they
pots
coming
over
in.
there in the
They
corner.
coming in. They come in. They
Yeah.
just was
Next
out.
week
They
I
was
want
out
an
there.
update on Wednesday if you on this joint.
Yeah,
I
that
want to see
thing
what's going on
looking
with that.
nice.
They was just
Yeah,
out for a couple of days
40
because it
acres in a
wasn't getting cold.
JoJo.
Yeah, like my uncle Scooter too. He been looking for. There you go.
Now that man,
Nah, don't cut the camera
I
now,
need,
Saudi.
Yeah, man.
I need
Uncle,
him.
he
I
been
need
looking
him.
for
I
that
need
damn
him.
scooter.
Who can fix? I need some work on that. I need some work on that. Anybody know how to fix them Suzuki? That's a big boy
It
jump
might
right
not
there.
come back if they get it. I don't know.
Molly said,
That's
hey,
all
that's
right.
my Uncle Scooter.
That's all right. I got insurance. I got insurance
Looking
on
for
that
that
motherfucker.
motherfucker.
There's insurance on it. You come take it if you want to. You be doing me a favor, probably. Shit.
Wait a minute, y'all know I had to tell this joke real quick. It's funny. Y'all, everybody know comedian Erky Jerk, right? Erky
Yeah.
Burt. Erky Burt. And you know, he got a scooter, right? So he uses his scooter until they stole it. So when he called the police, he said the guy riding his scooter up and down, taunting him with the scooter. He called the police and they was like, well, what do your scooter look like, sir? He said, there you go right there. That's what it looked like. That's it.
Nigga said I took your scooter. What you gonna do about
What
it?
you gonna
You know,
do
he
about
live
it?
over there in Southeast over there in that area, Molly,
Right.
where we used to be. You know, they took my man's scooter and rode it up and down, but they was nice enough at the end of the night, sometime in the morning, they brought it back. Ain't no gas in it or nothing, but they brought the scooter back. I said, oh.
Here's your tincture. This is y'all tincture. I didn't send it out yet, but it's coming.
You
You
said
got-
what kind
Oh
of
yeah, I'm rocking with that.
That's y'all tincture right there. A bag.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So we rolling
I'm
with
liking that.
We on the way. We on the way. It's gonna be in the box this week. My goal. All right.
I'm not mad at that at all.
Yep.
JB, I'm loving the soap, by the way. I ain't trying to, just switch advertisements or nothing. But JB, I'm loving the soap.
Saying all
And
natural
I need some
ingredients,
more
man.
of my
You
lips.
don't
What
need
can I
all that bullshit.
You don't
You
need all that shit in there. I'm coming out
Maybe
super
she
clean.
said she needs
Mr.
something for her
Clean.
lips, man. She
No,
needs
he
something
got me.
for her
He
lips.
gave it to me, and I put it on. Y'all didn't even know. That
Hey,
was
I
my
ain't taking
lip gloss.
nothing
You want
else for
something
the
go on your
lips.
lips?
The
I don't know
chapstick
what
he gave me,
JB
that was
done
the lip
added in
gloss.
there. You put
Yeah,
some
Whatever it is, it did good. It made it shine. It made it. I ain't got nothing on the face because I gotta reserve it for when I go out, so I'm looking extra cute. It give it that shine and pop, just like that lip glosses I be looking for. And it's a chapstick, it's a lip balm, but I put a little bit over my my lipstick. If I put lipstick on, it just look.
It's just
I
hot.
just wear it without, with a lip liner, put that lip gloss, the ain't even lip gloss, his lip balm on. I was like, what? Yes.
JB will be in DC tomorrow. If anybody wants some of
Yeah.
this product, it's best to reach out to him while he here over the
Reach
weekend.
out to Gerald Brown. Let him bring you some stuff, honey.
Reese gonna take you out somewhere, man. You coming to the city, shit, take you out to dinner or somewhere. Take you to her favorite spot. Tell him, Reese.
The favorite spot.
The bowling
Wherever
alley.
your favorite spot is at.
That's my favorite spot.
Bowling
Yeah,
alley.
Bowling
Like
alley.
go to the movies or something.
Little
Then
cute
go
this
play
light
do
shit.
the popcorn trick again.
So Gerald Brown will this Saturday come up to the barbershop to see the barbershop show. It's free. All we're asking people to bring slightly used or new toys unwrapped for the children for the drive. And we gonna stand up there. I do that when I can with Phil. That's charity. We give back to the barbershop, street line, and the community.
Kid toys. Kid toys.
Toys.
Yeah, kids, children's toys. Not no All right, y'all. Children's
Yeah,
toys.
only children toys
Yeah,
from
let's
0
clarify.
to 16. From 0 to 16, those toys.
Yeah, thank
'Cause I
you,
don't-
thank you.
Look, be looking through there and there's a rose. Oh, here's a rose. Some
Right.
little kid mommy, I got a rose.
Get that out
Hey,
your
that's
hand.
as long as it ain't used. If it's new, you got a little bit of paper there. You just don't want to use them.
My grandmother did that, and the Amway guy used to come around sell stuff, and she bought a massager. The man told her it was a massage. You put it on your neck. My grandfather came home and he was like, "What the hell is that, Sally? What it's a massager. You put it on your neck." He said, "Oh hell no!" And we was
Not shaped like that. It ain't.
all of the kids played with it, and my grandfather had to break it down to her, told her what it was. I was like,
I need that sound again, Molly.
Felicia,
Oh, we don't do that around here.
I know that it was that you thought that you put it on that.
A bullshit?
That's what he said. That's what he said. Bullshit. Say it again, Molly. That's what he said. This is a massager for your neck. And she actually purchased
The
it.
toys for the babies, not the ladies.
Not the ladies. For the babies.
You added that. The ladies.
Little
The
girls,
babies,
not for the pearl. Nah. Yeah. We're not doing that around here.
But yeah. So like the barbershop tomorrow. I mean, I keep saying tomorrow. Damn.
Yeah, you can be up there tomorrow.
On Saturday, Gerald Brown. If you're in DC, Saturday, come out to the barbershop and laugh and have a good old time with us. It's cute. You know, and don't get mad, girl. Don't
if I ain't working Saturday, I come to
like
2 Max.
boyfriends in that barbershop. So don't get mad. These people are numbered in the 50s and the 60s. Gerald.
Every time you get close, Gerald, she trying to backpedal now. See,
Yep.
that's what happens.
That's how it
man.
go. See,
Flirt
that's
be
why he
on
wasn't
hard.
studying you when he was sitting in that
She
in
get
that little
shy.
section that they was sitting in. That's why he wasn't tripping because he already know.
Getting shy. She getting
He
shy.
said everybody her man. I ain't tricking off her.
Yeah.
Everybody her man.
Exactly.
Women in there know that's Miss Chocolate Spat. She let it be known. All the men
Uh-huh.
up there belong to her.
Ain't no none of this shit going on.
Ain't none of that, you know. So let her have her little. Let her have her man. That's her. That's her.
Not
spat.
but the pearl. Oh shit.
We got Welcome JB in the city, man. He always looking out for us when you know.
Yeah, you definitely do.
Man.
I've been feeling supreme and clean since I left Roanoke.
Not
I'm in
Roanoke.
Chesapeake. Thank you for them
Chesapeake,
soaps.
Cumberland. We was in Cumberland.
And he
Cumberland.
was also
And he was in
in
Roanoke. One in
Oh, he
Roanoke.
gave y'all
also
some
in Chesapeake.
He gave y'all some the soaps. I got the cookies.
Yeah, he got more.
Advertisement. I'm the one who
Yeah,
mentioned
we
it. You
got
wasn't thinking
more.
about it. Let me finish what I was talking about. You about to
I ain't getting none of the extra soap.
you about to sell it. You about to sell his products off, and I'm trying to mention them in the first place. Anyway, like I said, I've been supreme and clean since then. But I love the products. I love all this natural talk about food and stuff. Today's a good show. You know, but thanks JB for keeping us right. We got to put your ass on retainer. We need some type of automatic
JB gotta come on
monthly
and talk about
payment shit or
product.
something.
I wanted
Because I need to keep that up.
From
He got
JB.
yogurt in his soap, y'all. Yogurt.
I don't think JB can do live podcast. It's part of his contract.
Oh, all right. I feel all right. We're gonna have to
He
check over
ex-military-
the
he
actual factuals and the
ex-military.
paperwork.
Well,
he
you know what?
ex-military.
He could always call in and we could talk to him on the phone.
They gonna say
Oh,
that
yeah, I
JB.
forgot about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can call in.
he
Sky's
can
the
call
voice.
in.
I call in.
He can talk to you on the phone.
I ain't mad at that. I got something else too. I'm gonna surprise y'all. My pleasure. Don't put no special shit in there. Whatever you give to Reese, put that special shit in Reese shit because she requesting things that is not on
He
the
gave her
price
that
list.
extra
So
lip gloss. He gave her that.
yeah, I don't need no
JB.
gloss, nothing like that.
But that gloss is the bomb.
Hey, would that be considered parasites with them little things moving around in them?
Swimming around and shit.
Yeah, you got that thing massaging your lips.
Shit you gotta look at under a microscope. That's
Okay, they
parasite.
gonna tap in one day. He gonna see if he can get a clearance. That's cool, man.
That's all right.
Hopefully.
Whatever emotions you gotta go through, it's all right. Go ahead, let
Can't
it
get
All I know that lip balm is the bomb.
Can't get your lips pregnant. Can't get your lips pregnant.
All right.
He can get it pregnant, but it's so and it's soft.
She
It's
talking about he
supple.
can get him pregnant and try to ease over it.
Right.
Let him have it, Rick, Rick. Let him have it.
It feels really good on my lips. That's all I'm saying.
Oh.
And the women, if you like,
Swallowed up.
Lord.
Have you ever been swallowed
Swallowed
up? Have you gone through a
on
time of
Wednesday.
swallowing where
know,
everything was
it's
overwhelmed?
swollen, and it didn't hard.
Swallowing up.
You know, like chapstick, when it comes off, is just the moist.
Yeah,
whatever.
we don't want
This
that
kept
shit.
it oily, and it kept it glistening, and it kept my lips popping. You know, it kept it popping, and that's a good thing. Especially as it's getting cold and it's getting a little chipper outside, that little glow had you
Yeah,
ready
pop
for
that
the night.
shit.
Had you ready for the night.
All right, well, all them little special ingredients, you leave that for her shit. Cause I don't want that shit in my soap bar or nothing.
No special ingredient.
Why is the texture of the soap like this time? I don't like this, man.
We on the way, y'all.
Right now. But yeah, it'll be dope to get you on the live stream. Maybe you can talk, maybe. You know. But I definitely I still want to see some shot with me's and stuff from from y'all, the people that have alternative diets, the diets that we should be leaning towards to get away from some of this shit. But if I'm able to go to the market tomorrow, I'm definitely gonna film and ask the guys questions about what they got. You know, because they have some good ass produce out there, Southern Maryland produce.
Yeah, let us know. Definitely
They
is.
go that chicken, y'all. They go that chicken.
Swallow.
Look at that. Good chicken right
Hey, bust down, looking like chicken already.
Open it up.
Like a
Let
pork
me see
chop.
what it looks like inside, JoJo. Break a piece out.
The inside is a mushroom. What you need to see the inside for?
Yeah, she
Like when
wants
you
to
bite
see
into
it.
it.
It's not cooked.
Yeah. She think it turned to chicken. She think that shit
She
turned to
think
chicken.
it's chicken.
That shit look good.
It do look
That's
good though.
that raw chicken. That's that raw chicken for you, Reese.
Yes,
It's
sir.
still raw.
Let me see when you finish cooking it. Fry me a piece. Fry the chicken.
Yeah.
Fry. I'm so excited. Oh
Boy, it ain't nothing like that buttermilk, that batter. You got coconut milk batter. Woo!
You got it. I want to try that. And I got a deep fryer too, a little mini fryer. I'm gonna try that.
Yeah, make sure you get yourself a can of coconut milk to make the batter out of the wet part. And to make sure you double and triple batter them. You got like double them up sometimes. I might say like triple batter them. You know what I'm saying? Get them some real quick.
Wow.
Little kind time consuming, but hey man, listen. Check yourself.
I'm gonna treat myself. We're gonna do that, Molly Mall. Look, we got the flyers. The first one out.
Oh, you late as hell, Rodney. No, not after 12:30. What happened?
The beast.
Yeah, rocking today. Yeah, it was actually a good Wellness Wednesday for real. You know?
Positivity and love. Love, peace, and blessings.
Well, I know one thing that's displaying a little bit of love is the Fallen in the Fall comedy extravaganza that Philip Page has going on, that we got our own Reese McFarlane in. I see a few people that I want to shout out. Leon Scott, Marcel Neal, and Xavier Morgan. Those people I haven't seen a part of this entity before, so this might be their first time working with this toy drive. This toy drive is on October 5th. Also has a few people in attendance: Miss Cynthia Young, Our own very own Reese McFarland, Miss Chocolate, whose name I see all the time, Mr. Ronald B.C. Harris, and Philip Page himself. This is in conjunction with two different entities, the Street Line and Two Max Barbershop, that's coming together to make this toy drive. So I'm gonna try to make this one and see if I can bring a few items and stuff like that. It's also sponsored by Let's Get Ready to Funny Productions, which is Phil's entity. This is 6307 Georgia Avenue in Washington, D.C., 20011 for the zip code and address. Nice flyers too. That's that I'm seeing roll out. The Great Laughs Giving Comedy Show on BT Comic Views. Lonnie Davis is the headliner. You have Mr. Quan Williams, Shout Bout, our own David Funnyman Green, and LA Josh Preston. This event is BYOB. All the adults should know what that means. Bring your own food, bring your own drinks, and you're good to go for the show. Say the extra $5, maybe we can get you something on the inside. If not, $25 at the door. This is one of the venue spaces, very nice venue space that we already went to. So it's nice to know what's popping with. Is it's 249 Virginia Avenue in Cumberland, Maryland, 21502. This is David's second show, so shout out to David on that one. But yeah, y'all do y'all thing. And also, I keep forgetting DJ Blaze. I'm sorry about that. Shout out to DJ Blaze for being the guy in attendance for this event.
Yeah.
This is Street Lines, No Child with the Toy, second. So it's not their first, but it's their second time doing this holiday toy drive from now until December 13th. So you got some instructions to the left. It says how to donate. Drop off your gifts at the Colony House, 930 Fairgott Street, Northwest Washington, D.C., 20011. Or you can reach out to Ricky Bryant at 202-258-2174. They ask that you bring new and gently used toys. Only toys for kids. It's for the little girls. It's not for the pearls. So unwrapped toys, crafts, books, games that are suitable for ages from 0 to 16. Kids toys, y'all. Please donate. Please do not donate clothes and perishable items that'll go bad. But this is their second time doing this. It's nice to see something like this coming around the second year. So. And you can also see the sponsors of this at the bottom of the screen.
This is your hour, let your story unfold. New ideas with the sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels dark. Spinning in the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's
The mushroom.
It's like avocado. It looks like
I'm gonna bring your own bit.
It mean all that shit. Bring your own bitches, bring your own booze, bring all that shit. It's on you. Ain't none of that shit here. You bring it. That's what it means.
Yep.
Yep.
David, sell some mushrooms. Look, David, bring your fries. Sell some fries and shrooms.
Lesson learned. Lesson learned.
With the sunrise spark.
Baby, you can do some concession stuff.
We're spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show.
Alright, Weezy. Thanks for tapping in. Shout JB, Rodney, Kenneth Clark tapped in with us. Christy Bacon, Misha Mead, Miss Angela Quick, our boy Matt, Cal. Appreciate you tapping in. Shout out. Appreciate you for tapping in. Did I miss anybody? I'm still scrolling. $10. Appreciate you tapping in. I think that was everybody. Let me hit that like and that share button. Watching
Y'all
YouTube.
please tune in tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a very serious and special show, and I hope I can get everybody eyes to tune in so we can help this. We got a guest coming in tomorrow. Need our help, y'all. And I know we can all help because all of us know a little something about something. So I hope we can help and give her good instructions and right direction. She's looking for guidance and help in her situation. That's tomorrow or until Thursday. So it's serious. So JB, Rodney, all my people that deal with the law and know the legal ramifications and stuff. I need y'all, please, tomorrow. Peace.
Peace.
Brown says he's gonna